the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our Buckles Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. We back up in this BI, man. Another day, man. The old boy back up in this bitch, man. You know, we going to make it do what it do, man. We're going to have Rick Glaser on the show. He'll be on in a few minutes. Probably bring him on about 20 minutes after 3, somewhere of that sort. 15, 20 minutes after 3. Yeah, man, we back up in here, man. You know what I mean? I was tired as hell, man. I didn't even go to the gym today, man. Today, my body was just like, bruh, you just got to rest. You know what I mean? So, I'm feeling tired today, you know what I mean? But, you know, we gonna get through the show. We're going to get through the show, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause that's here. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to Gertz in the building. Gertz, knocked down 305. Shout out, man. Shout out to Anna Lee. Anna Lee is in the building. You guys already know. You know, I love the tenderonis. True. Hey, he do. Hey, in the world of women hating men, in the world of, you know, men that hate women so much they want to be a woman, but then when they see a real woman, they don't like them because she, the society that we in today, the political landscape with define what a man is and what a woman is and stuff like that. You know, you come to learn. You know, you get to my age to appreciate the finer things in life. True. Hey, niggas, hell, boy, it's so crazy now, bro. It's so crazy now. I'm like, man, this is just too much. This is too much. You get what I'm saying? You know what? I also saw this for you internet gangsters out there. You know, for you guys who like to talk about keeping it real and the streets and yeah, man, you know what I mean? The code, the G code on the streets. There is no G code on the streets. I know, I come directly from the streets, and there wasn't a code when I was in that motherfucker. There was no badge of honor in the streets when I was in there and when I was out there. And it's definitely no badge of honor now. You know, when the fact of the matter is, when it comes time to suffer the consequences of your actions, those guys who you thought was real niggas, they fold under pressure when the white folks come. True. All you internet gangsters, yeah, man, we the mighty such and such. It's a gang, we're a crew. We don't even play. The hell with why we gonna bang on them and we going after all Uncle Tom's cool and sell out. Yeah. Guess what? As soon as the white folks come with them handcuffs, what y'all be doing? Yes, sir. I saw Man do that. Yeah, we committed a robbery together. Well, I didn't do nothing, but he did it back in 2021. Oh, you did? We didn't know nothing about that. Tell us more about that. Oh, yo, is it gonna help me? I don't know. I can't promise you anything, but I can talk to the prosecutor. Okay, well, Man and Ray was such. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to the G code? What happened to the live by, die by? Oh, that's going right out the window, huh? True. Y'all see what's going on with your boy? What the little sweet little rapper name is? I like to wear the real tight jeans with his drawers showing, his pants hanging down to his knees. Like to paint his fingernails and his toenails. Oh, what his name is? Thugger, the one that like to wear lipstick and makeup. Oh, that guy. Oh, that's a gangster. True. Nigga that like to wear lipstick and makeup, he the gangster. That's who running the ATL? Yeah, you see his homeboy, what is his name? YSL Woody. YSL Woody has been an informant for 11 years. This ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We're going to get to boxing. He's been an informant for 11 years for the white man. So I don't want to hear your G code. There's no such thing as G code. I don't want to hear it because ain't none of you gangsters online. I know what y'all gonna do. As soon as some pressure come down on you, you gonna tell them. Listen, you gonna tell God on Jesus. True. They gonna tell God on Jesus. That's what they gonna do. Hey, that's what you gonna do, that's what you gonna do. You know what I mean? But y'all wanna hold civilians to the same standards that you hold so-called street dudes. Jesus, what's going on, my son? Man, God over there tripping. What did God do? God, I don't know, God got in a fight with the devil, and the devil had them caught him with a right cross, dropped him, but God had them threw dirt in his eyes, and then he picked them up and slammed them. He did? Yes, he did. What we gonna do about that, Jesus? Okay, I don't know. Let me sit down and think about it. Yeah, these niggas will tell God on Jesus. True, true, true. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the show. Now I thought about this long and hard. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, Vasyl Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Can they resurrect boxing? What the hell you mean, can they resurrect boxing? Ain't nothing wrong with boxing. It don't need no resurrection. Everything good. Okay. Really, I mean over here in America. Because over here in America, boy, let me tell you something, boy. Boxing is woo. Now, so far, we've heard news of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight announcement has some boxing fans excited. You know what I mean? Especially on the Chitlin circuit. Even though this fight is supposed to be a pay-per-view event, boxing fans are still excited about Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia potential bout. We've also heard from Vasyl Lomachenko. He's looking forward to fighting Devin Haney in May. Just ran across that interview there. Vasyl Lomachenko said in a recent interview with Fight Hype, his team just have to work out some minor details, but he's expecting this fight between him and Devin Haney to go down in May. This is what Vasyl Lomachenko said. With pay-per-view numbers floundering in the U.S. because of oversaturation of the pay-per-view market with non-pay-per-view fights, broken promises of mega fights that don't happen, boxing politics from promoters, advisors, managers, and networks that are stopping big fights from happening, as well as fighters themselves hiding behind their advisors and promotional companies. Oh man, you got Carl satisfied. Hey man, damn, why you want to fight me? Oh damn, call Al. Big got call Al. Let me get in time to have Al, man. Al say something, then we gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah. Right? If the Lomachenko versus Devin Haney fight can happen, or can be made, and if Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight can be made, there should be no excuse why other fights, big fights, especially in America, there is no excuse why big fights should not be able to be made in boxing. Do you guys feel these two fights, if these two fights are finalized, do you guys feel that these fights will save the day in America? Of course, we do know that boxing is a global sport. We know that, contrary to popular belief, there's some fools over here. But, but some people feel that, if it ain't popping in America, it ain't popping nowhere in the world. Like literally all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth. And you're trying to tell me that out of all of that, if it ain't popping on one part of my neighborhood or one part of my country, then that means it ain't popping nowhere. Literally. 196,940,000 square miles or somewhere of that sort of the planet Earth. And if it's not popping with you and your little small ass group, goddamn it ain't popping nowhere. Wow. Do you guys feel that these two fights, if they are finalized, this will save boxing in America? Or just save boxing overall? We know boxing's been popping, it's been doing what it do. Anyway, let's get into the show. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, knock down 305. He say, what he say? I don't know what can be. He said, I don't know what can be saved in these Americas. Yeah, man. Yeah, in America, what goes up is down, and what goes down is up today. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Paul in the building. Green Eyes P. Al Money, always getting money. Fee on the tube. What's going on? And what it say? Sis, it would be Fee on the tube. Say it would be entertaining for damn sure. I don't know. I guess you're trying to say, I don't know if it would save the sport unless they keep them coming. You know what? You hit the nail right on the head. What you're saying, Fee, is consistency. These advisors, promoters, managers, networks, have to show a willingness to work together on a consistent basis in order to bring continue to bring the boxing fans big fights. Consistency is the key. The lack thereof is going to be the status quo. Me personally, the way I see it, the power structure is shifted in boxing. Everything is shifted to the UK, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we're going to get I tell you what, if Canelo don't fight in America, if Canelo decided, you know what, Puto, I'm going to pack my bags, I'm not going to fight in America anymore, I'm going to just fight in Mexico, and I'll fight in the UK, guess what? It's dead over here. Everything could just be chitlin circuit. We got to wait the Tank do a fight. He going to sell out his venue, you know what I mean? And that's that. But, okay, then after that, then what? Then it's just we're going to wait. Oh, we got a good fight right here. You know what I mean? Like we had some good fights this past weekend. And they were non-pay-per-view fights. What is Lauren Wood? That was a damn good fight. And what's the other fight that I still haven't watched? There's another fight that I still didn't see. I'm just like, man, I don't know how the hell I missed. Yeah, but I was at the fair. What was the other fight I didn't see? You guys know what I'm talking about. Leary. No, Louis Neary. Louis Neary versus Azat. I heard that was fight of the year right there. I didn't even get a chance to see that fight yet. I didn't get a chance to see it at all. You know what I mean? I mean, so much of the sort to where, now I heard that fight was potentially fight of the year. Shout out to Major Key Boxing in the building. That's what I heard. But anyways, before we get into the show, you ought to know what time of TI is. We like to do something called run them off the block over here. We run them off the block. And listen, guys, we at the halfway mark until we get to 20,000. We are over 19,500 subscribers. I told you guys 2 weeks ago we'll be there by probably the next month or so. We're almost there. So we need a little over 500 more subscribers, and we'll be at 20,000. We'll be celebrating that in about 2.5 weeks. In about probably about 3 weeks we'll be celebrating that. Another milestone in the history books. You ought to know what time it is. To the ops, ham bones, neck bones, old fish-eye fools. This is for you.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. You know how we do it, man. We don't even play over here, man. I think we the only YouTube channel that that encourage motherfuckers not to subscribe and block themselves. True. My thing is, if this ain't your cup of tea, man, why stay? Why even watch it? This ain't your cup of tea. Leave. I'm good at what I do. I find somebody that I replace it. Nah, damn that. I'm a hate watch. Without further delay, man, we have the one and only Rick Glaser. He's on the show. Give him a round of applause. Slick Rick, what's going on, fam? Let's see what's up. What the hell is going on?
Not much. It's just a happy President's Day to everybody. We're celebrating this great American holiday, and a lot of people off from work. Kids aren't in school today. Government office is closed. Post office is closed. And most importantly, the bank is closed.
Oh, the bank is closed. Most importantly, okay. Oh, so the day President's Day. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that. My kids went to school. You know what I mean? My kids went to school, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, Rick, what's going on, man? So the day President's Day, you know what I mean? I heard that I don't know if I can say this, but I heard you got invited to come to LA. You and your wife. What is it? LA, well, California. You got invited by very powerful promoter, the 1992 gold medalist. When he was a boxer in the game. People say that you don't do nothing in the sport of boxing. Don't nobody know what you do. You know, you don't nobody know
Well,
who you
let's put it.
are.
They don't understand what I do. Let me make that clear. They're not sophisticated enough to understand. But yeah, I was at the Oscar and president of Golden Boy, Eric Gomez, invited me out, and my wife and I out to the show. We spent 8 days in LA, spent
Okay.
time with Oscar, but spent a lot of time with Eric, and then we got a lot of business done. So just because
Okay.
they don't understand, they say that I'm a failed manager. I never managed a fighter in my life. I'm
Wait
a
a minute.
failed this. I'm a failed that. I'm only a success story. The only thing I've ever done in boxing is what I do. I don't understand. Failed this, failed that. Failed what?
Hey, wait a minute. So I even heard that you guys went to a 5-star restaurant, had dinner, sipping caviar. You know, I mean, I'm sipping champagne, eating caviar. You know, I don't know how true that is, but you know, sources say. Sources say.
Well, there wasn't caviar. It's actually oysters. My wife and I look at dining as entertainment. So we go to a lot of 5-star restaurants, wherever we go, and here in
Yeah.
Buffalo and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I went to two unbelievably great restaurants when I was out there.
Right.
One called Bodega Louie,
Okay.
which is one location in L.A. right downtown, and one in West Hollywood. And we went to the one downtown. It was sensational. I had a business meeting there.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife and I, on Sunday, the 29th of January, we went to a place called El Pistaro, which is a high-class Italian restaurant on Canyon Drive right in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And all the movie stars were there, and all the producers and executive directors and all the big shots.
Okay.
So
Okay.
had a great time, to say the least.
All right, so you was there amongst all the big shots. Okay, for someone who don't do anything in the sport of boxing, why is there people like promotional companies like De La Hoya and the president, the actual president of Golden Boy Promotions? Why are they inviting you out? You know, someone who
wherever I go, wherever I get invited, to a lot. I get invited on a lot of trips I don't even go on. Whether it's London, whether it's Monaco. I went to Dubai last year. I pick and choose where I go carefully because any downtime costs me money. So I'm not available by phone. I'm on a plane for 8-10 hours. I lose money. So it doesn't make any sense for me to go on too many trips. And the trips we mostly go to New York City, South Florida, Vegas, LA, and then we went to Dubai and stuff like that. But I'm very selective where my wife and I go for a lot of reasons, but not only the downtime, but just a lot of reasons in general. But I would wish people would stop trying to discredit me because they don't understand what I do. I'm not a manager.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not a trainer. I'm a deal maker. Okay. I broker deals for a party. Okay. For either one of two sides, or sometimes I broker a deal for myself. But in the meantime, I also render advice for a small fee of $600 an hour.
Okay.
And this is what I do. I'm only involved with 2 fighters, and they have managers. I'm just the advisor. So
okay. Oh, you an advise. Oh, so you pretty much kind of like what Al Heyman do. You advise.
No. I only take on fighters that have managers. I only advise fighters that have managers because it's too time consuming and they don't have managers. My business is more corporate oriented. That's why these LDBCers and Haymanites and those wild and willing Earl sexuals and those ever dangerous wilderettes, they don't understand what I do. My business is corporate oriented. Okay. I have 47 clients around the world. Okay. I've got about 10 managers and 2 fighters that are clients. So that's 12. So I got 35 corporate clients of some form, and people don't get it.
Okay,
so that's just what it is.
Okay, so we gonna move on. So basically, you work on the white collar side of boxing. And
Correct.
the people who you're talking to, they work on the liquor store side. You know what I mean? So, it's two different worlds. Some people broker deals at the liquor store, and some people broker deals in Boston. I get it. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that half a dub on your boy. He say salute, Coach and Rick. Yes, I appreciate that, fam.
Thank
you. Hey, Rick, what you think about, I'm going to drop the phone lines in a minute. Let's get the lights up, guys. I'm going to drop the phone lines so everybody can call in. What do you think about the fights that we had this past weekend that just went by?
I mean, both main events were well. I'll put it this way to you: the one in England, Lara versus Wood, was great, and it had a sensational one-punch ending. I thought Wood's trainer did an unbelievable job in stopping the fight very appropriately. I mean, he had to hold him up in the corner from falling down. I mean, he was gonzo. Now, they talk about whether it was only 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, yeah, in 10 seconds, a guy could throw 25 dangerous punches.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a great stop. It was an unbelievable fight. Golden Boy, that was on DAZN, and then DAZN had another show with Golden Boys Saturday night. The main event was incredible. I mean, Neri and Hazavanian and Hosavanian, it was sensational. It couldn't have been any better. It was an incredible fight, an incredible ending. Nothing negative to the fight whatsoever. And
that was a Golden Boy. That was a Golden Boy fight, right?
Yes, it was.
Man, man, I still haven't seen that fight. I'm gonna watch it today though. I haven't seen it. I didn't.
It's incredible.
I was at the fair, so I didn't get a chance to see it. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Rick, aka Vanilla Heyman. Okay. Now Rick say no.
There's a difference between me and Al. My gross revenues and my net profits have gone up every year except the pandemic year of 2020. Right. I'm not in debt. $900 million.
Hey. So you like both of them. You love both of the fights. Now, what do you think about the news? And I want to tell you where I'm going at with this. Of Devin Haney, with Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. I just saw an interview that Vasyl Lomachenko gave on with Fight Hype, and he's saying that him and Devin need to work out a few particulars, but he's been training. He's looking forward to them having a fight in May. He said that he's looking forward. That fight more than likely should be going down in May. That's what Vasyl Lomachenko said on Fight Hype. What do you think about that?
Well, I know he's been in, so it's a matter of what's Haney doing. Well,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
What's Haney doing? They haven't come to any agreement yet that I've heard of.
So who is it to come to an agreement with? Is it that Lomachenko?
Haney hasn't come to an agreement with Top Rank.
Oh, that's what's going on. Oh. So Haney, I wonder why Haney hasn't come to an agreement with Top Rank. What's happening with that?
The father's waffling. He's all over the board. His feet are on. There's a skateboard under his feet with oil grease down on the wheels, and he don't know what to do. He don't know whether to shit or go blind or come in a Dixie cup.
Oh, so yeah. I haven't spoken to Bill. Bill, for some reason, Bill don't call me back. So I called him a couple of times. And he didn't respond back to me, so I'm never going to call him again.
Don't chase him.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I get it. If he want to reach out to me, he know my number, and I talk to him when I feel like it. So you're under the opinion that Bill Haney is the one he seemed like he's just waffling as it relates to.
Because that way.
That was a message.
The fight's been out there since days after he left Australia. Mm-hmm. How long ago was that now?
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing, because you do know that certain guys that's affiliated on that side of the fence that he represents, they were putting a narrative out there that Vasyl Lomachenko was ducking. I shot a video on it. I never said that Vasyl Lomachenko was.
This is a guy that volunteered to be in a war for his country, the Ukraine against Russia. Do you think he's ducking Devin Haney?
Hold on. Hear me out. So I shot a video on it, questioning that. Like, okay, wait a minute. Then I had some Vasyl Lomachenko fans come over here. They was mad, attacking, and all that stuff there. I say, dude, if you watch the video instead of reading the headline, you will know what the hell I'm talking about. But some of these guys, they are so what I like to call emotionally responsive. They respond to anything that triggers them. They get triggered and they just snap.
I like to call it emotionally very sensitive.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like these guys are, no, I won't say that. Not responsible. I say emotionally reactive. That's the word I'm looking for. Not emotionally responsible. Emotionally reactive. These guys react at the slightest things. Ooh, I don't like the way you comb your hair from left to right. I don't like that. Ooh, why you had to use that thumbnail for the video? Ooh, why you named your title that way? Did you watch the video? No, I don't watch your videos. I can't stand your videos. I don't even like you. I hope you don't get no more subscribers. But you comment every time I drop a video. So these guys are emotionally reactive on everything. But I question that. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't never heard of Lomachenko ever, ducking or smoking. And so, according to the narrative that was being pushed out there a couple of weeks ago, you know what I mean? From those guys I like to call Alphabet Boys, they were saying that, hey man, Lomachenko, he act like he don't want to sign the contract. You know what I mean? So what say you about that? Tell Lomachenko to sign the contract. Tell him to sign the contract. What you say about that, Rick?
There's nothing to say. It's self-explanatory. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Hey, Loma got to sign the contract. So if you're a Lomachenko fan, if you're a Devin Haney fan, you go tell Lomachenko to sign the contract. That's what they said. Hey,
I can't. I'm trying not to laugh.
I'm laughing at the way you said it, right? You said, wait a minute. You mean the guy who volunteered to go into a war? You know what I mean?
Get the whole country, Russia.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how it work out. Shout out to Trini. Hey, okay. He said, Rick, one of the best in the business, man. Salute to Trini, man. Salute to you.
Thanks, Trini. Good man.
So if the Lomachenko Haney fight can materialize, come together, right? And if Ryan Garcia Tank Davis, what say you? I'm hearing the same thing everybody else is hearing on the Chitlin circuit, that according to the Chitlin circuit news, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis contracts have been signed. They're just waiting on the opportune time to make the announcement. What say you?
Better hurry up with that opportune time. The fight's supposed to be April 15th. I mean, we're on February 20th already.
So it is what it is. So if that fight were to go down, how do you see that? How do you see that fight materializing?
I think that Ryan Garcia's got a great chance to win, or he'll be out in front 5-6 rounds. By 5-6 rounds, he gets stopped with one punch later in the fight. Yeah, it's one of the two.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, including myself, I see this fight kind of materializing, kind of like the way the Laura and Wood fight materialized. Not necessarily in that fashion, but one punch is going to change the fight.
Mm-hmm. For either guy.
For either guy. One punch is going to change the fight. So I'm like, man, somebody going to be doing good. Somebody going to be winning. Up until bam, you know what I mean? Or it may be some guy, or it may be the guy who everybody's leaning towards winning, you know what I mean? He may get obliterated. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And it's a fight. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's what makes it very, very, very well intriguing. So do you feel that if these two fights can be made, do you feel that this will be a step in the right direction for boxing in America?
1,000%. Not even a question. The four best lightweights squaring off against one another. The only sad part about it is that there's a rematch clause on the one fight. Probably will be on the other one, so they'll have to fight each other again. I would think, especially if Haney was to lose. So, it just is what it is. But yeah, it's, big fights on the horizon for, all four of those guys. No question about it.
And well, I was going to say all four of these fights, well, all two of these fights for 4 to 4 guys are in the lightweight division, but only one fight is happening in the lightweight division. Shout out to Yamas
Right.
Porter. The other fight is happening at a catchweight. Is there a reason why?
Well, because it's a risky fight for Gervonta Davis, and he doesn't want to risk his title, and he doesn't lose his title if it's at 136. If he gets knocked the fuck out, he loses his title at
What
135.
What title? I thought Devin Haney got all the belts, right? What title?
No, he's got a regular belt, WBA regular belt.
I thought Tank had the Reggie belt at 140. Oh, he has it at 135 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so he don't get a chance to put his title on the line.
No, he doesn't want to put it on the line. Forget the chance. He doesn't want to because it's too risky, and then Heyman will lose control of the champ. And then the other reason is that what's his name doesn't want it because he to get down to a 35, he's got to really strain because he's been fighting at 40 now. Ryan Garcia, and that 1 pound makes a big difference in how his legs operate and stuff like that. So for both guys, it's a good reason to fight at 36.
So explain this to me, Rick. What is the difference between a major title and the belt that people so famously call the Reggie belt, which is the regular
The Reggie belt is a concoction by the WBA because they consider the WBA the big champion called the super champion.
Okay.
So that's the reason why they just call it super. There's no such thing as a thing. This is just for them to make more sanctioning fees and cause more babaluba, more bullshit. It's just, it's stupid.
Okay, so the real belt is what? The super belt or the Reggie belt?
The super belt.
Oh, so the super belt is the real belt, and the Reggie belt is what?
Half-assed. Like everything else PBC does.
Wait a minute. Wait, so Amanda Stanionis has...
Wait, time out. You laughed so long, you missed the super chat.
Shout out to David Rasul. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said Devin was too big. He called him a heavyweight. He said that's what I was. Yeah, somebody told me that Vasyl Lomachenko was just joking though. He was being sarcastic when he said it. But yeah, he did say that. He said Devin was too big.
Lomachenko's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. So all right. Hold on now. Okay, so Amanda Stanionis, he has the WBA Reggie belt at 147. Errol Spence have the WBA Super title. So who is the real champion? Is Errol Spence the real WBA champion, or is Stanionis
the real WBA champ? But this is the same guy that refuses to fight Crawford. So how real is he?
Yeah, but I'm saying as it relates to the belts, though.
Yes, you got that correct.
Okay, all right. So I just all right, here we go. Hey, it's so many belts. It's so many belts, bro. Like I'm confused. So this is a step in the right direction. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. I think they're going to bring them out. Ryan is going to bring all of the casual fans, stuff like that. This is a step in the right direction. Vasyl Lomachenko, Devin Haney, somebody got to sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. Somebody got to do that. And we can get these fights happen. I'm going to tell you something, man. I will be, as a boxer fan, I will be happy. I will be paying for pay-per-view for the fight.
Stench, was it? Stench, Rick, can you recommend a good CPA and tax attorney for me and Sad Sack Sal? I know this is a joke. I know what he's talking about, but stop. I will tell you, Andrew, stop listening to Sad Sack. Okay, next time he tells the truth, it'll be an historic moment in American history.
Hey, all right, Drew, Rick read the super chat. Hey, phone lines open, man. 530. Hey, we gotta get the lights up. We shorted. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Hey, people, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. What do we have, Rick? Hold on. We have 100. Oh man, we got over 400 people in here. Less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. I'm gonna drop the phone lines anyways.
Well, you got to remember, everybody's worshiping, observing, and celebrating President's Day.
Ain't nobody.
If you were President Malachi Williams, there'd be 400 likes.
I know today President's Day, everybody taking off from hitting the like button. But y'all hit the like button. Phone lines open. 530-9636. Phone lines open, man. Y'all want to call in, ask Rick some questions, go ahead. All jokes aside, Rick, I think this is a step in the right direction, man. I like the fact that, we potentially can get one fight at lightweight, a super fight at lightweight, and then another fight it's a big fight, but it's not at lightweight, and that's Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Shout out to David Rasul.
Hey, okay.
You said, was he just joking when he gave his belt up and went for franchise?
Who's that?
I think he's talking about Lomachenko.
I don't know. I don't remember that even.
Yeah. Hold on, we got a call calling in. Hold on, fam. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from?
Raphael 32, calling out of Toledo.
Yes, sir. Raphael 32 out of Toledo. Talk to me.
I just want to ask Rick, didn't the two fights over the weekend kind of remind you of the old school?
1,000%. When I saw both the fights, that's exactly what I said. This is the old Rolando Navarrete. This is Bazooka Lamone. This is Bobby Chacon, Boza Edwards, all over again. Exactly. Both fights, correct.
Right. And
1,000%.
Me being a 90s child, I was more thinking along the lines of Junior Jones and Barrera, all those guys, Kenny McKinley, Prince Hamid.
I think there was much more skill in the Barrera Junior Jones fight. So and much more defense. Yeah. So I wouldn't compare them. The two fights that we saw comparable to those 1980s junior lightweight wars that we saw. On network TV on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Yes. Yes. Yep,
I saw a lot of those fights too as a kid. Yeah. I'm going to make it quick and go. I just disagree with everybody when after what's his name, Laura knocked down Wood. You know what I mean? Wood. And he got back up. The fight 2 weeks ago, Yardy looked at way more hurt than Wood did, and he won it. If you remember, Yardy looked at his corner and was like, "Get me out of here, man." Wood was still wanting to fight. You know what I mean? It kind of reminded me of Chavez versus
Raphael 32 and from Toledo. Let me tell you what my part is here.
Okay.
What I'm going to tell you is when Ben Davidson stopped the fight, the kid wobbled back to the corner and Ben had to hold him up from falling down.
Right.
Big difference.
Right.
It was an excellent stop.
And like you said,
you know my friend Lamar Wright?
No, I don't know Lamar Wright.
He has a gym boxing gym and a lot of fighters in Toledo. Good guy. You should get to know him. He's a good guy.
Oh, okay. I'm more familiar with the gym. I live right down the street from where Robert Easter used to train at Glass City.
Oh yeah, that's what's that guy's name? Ron Greer?
Yeah.
Ron Greer. Yeah, I know Ron. Good guy too. Got some good guys.
That's all I wanted.
All right, shout out to Raphael 32, man. Salute, fam. Hey, you know what? Hold on, Rick. Let me get the super chat out the way. Shout out to Dano. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. You say Haney on last fight. He say Haney on part of the last fight of his contract with probably with Top Rank. He said that could be the holdup. Top Rank do have a history with fighters on their last fight. Salute, Coach and Rick. I don't know what I don't know about it.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. You know, the fights this weekend kind of reminded me similar to Eric Morales and Antonio Barrera. You remember the mother fight though?
100%.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, man, Eric Morales and Barrera. And I'm like, man, okay, this is, and I like Antonio Barrera because he was born, same day I was born, January 17th. Same year to be exact. Same year. You see what I'm saying? So this weekend did not disappoint, man, at all, man. It really didn't. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ken from Queens.
Ken from Queens, talk to me.
Yeah, I called on last week. I was talking about I'm basically a PBC fan, so I was just add that in there. But I was curious what Glaser Rick thought about hello, you guys hear me?
About what?
Okay, I was wondering what Rick thought about this year, how PBC is doing with the fights this year, how they're going to do how they're going to do, how they've been doing so since the beginning of 2023, and how they're going to do the rest of 2023.
We got to see. We got to see the fights happen. We got to see, but they look good. Some of them look good on paper. Absolutely. Plant and Benavides looks good on paper. They all look good. So far, they look good. But Heyman's got to put up or shut up at this point.
So they're about to have a good year this year, basically, right? If they're going to have a better year than top ranked.
The first 5 months look good. Let's put it that way. For March, April, and May look good so far.
Okay. And Hanley, when to me, he's going to beat Lomachenko. To me, it's not going to be that close of a fight. But who knows what's going to happen? How many fights he got with top rank, and what's he going to do once he leaves top rank? You think?
I don't know if he's going to leave top rank. I'm sure he may want to, but maybe they'll make him an offer he's happy with. One thing's for sure, he'll become a lot more famous fighting on ESPN than he will fighting on an app.
You're fine on that. Okay. All right. That's just about it. Good show, fellas.
All right, salute, man. Shout out to Ken from Queens, man. Salute. Queens, stand up. Queens Bridge in the building. Okay, but listen, if Devin Haney fights on ESPN Plus, that's an app.
Well, it's an app, but it's a app that's an American, a brand that's iconic in American history, ESPN. Where DAZN, most people don't even know what DAZN is. You have to be a degenerate fight fan to know what DAZN is.
Okay, wait. So you say most people don't know what DAZN is. What do you mean by that? You say most people in boxing, or just most people in?
No, the general public doesn't know. So people,
how many subscribers?
I know.
How many
like my brother-in-laws, all three have ESPN Plus. Mm-hmm. Okay, but nobody has DAZN.
I mean, I have it. Yeah, I have DAZN.
But,
I know people.
But DAZN has under 400,000 subscribers in America, and ESPN's got 24 million.
How many does DAZN have around the world?
Oh, a lot. I think I heard 5.7 million.
Okay, so if they have 5.7 million, then you're saying that no one know who DAZN is from America's standpoint.
Right. Correct.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I want to clarify. I'm like, there's a lot of people. They got a lot of subscribers. You know what I mean? But,
but I'm talking about it in the U.S.
Oh well, shit.
This is Haney's fan base, so you got to go by the U.S.
Shit. If the U.S. is Haney's fan base, then Haney don't he's not doing what Tank Davis is doing when Tank Davis is fighting. You know what I mean? So the difference is Tank Davis is drawing big gates, and Haney doesn't draw big gates. That's the difference. Yeah, Haney don't draw big gates. So I'm saying if his fan base is here, and some people would even argue.
Well, let me rephrase it. Whatever fan base he does have, how's that?
Okay. All right. Whatever fan base he does have. Okay, cool. So, what you say, Keenan? You say DAZN has 15 million subscribers worldwide? Okay. All right.
I was told 5.7 as of a month ago.
Okay.
But maybe they do have 15 million. I'm just saying I was told, but I don't know for a fact myself. I never checked. I never double checked my source.
Like me, I just want to see, if I'm watching boxing, whatever it is, I just want to see the fights. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm not a fan of networks. I don't give a damn. If I want to watch something.
Yeah, I don't think they got 15 million. If they had 15 million worldwide, they wouldn't be losing money.
But I don't know if they're losing. I don't know why they're losing money if they're losing it. I don't know. I mean, I do see they just bought the TV rights to NFL and stuff like that. So
overseas, American. That's right.
I mean, they buying a whole lot of stuff. So I'm like, for them to be losing so much damn money, why they buying the rights of a lot of different sports?
You lose. A lot of these companies lose money in the first 5 to 7 years, and then they acquire, then they turn it around, and then they sell it off for a huge profit. So that's what a lot of companies do.
Okay, all right. So what do you think? So what do you think that they're going to do, like with the other sports they have? Because I see they have snooker, I see they have darts.
Yeah,
They have everything on it.
what the problem that they're having is a lot of people don't want to pay for that other stuff that they're not using. They just want to
Yeah.
pay for the boxing. Well, if I was them,
Yeah.
I would have 3 tiers.
Mhm.
Worldwide, every sport worldwide, 1 tier. Another tier just for stuff in their home countries.
Mhm.
Okay, in anybody's home country, or something just boxing, or something just auto racing, and have different those kind of tiers, and charge the people accordingly. They're making people pay for stuff that they're never going to watch, and that's not the way it should be done.
Yeah, you're right about that. Over here in America, people don't really watch boxing, don't really pay for boxing like that from a pay-per-view standpoint. I know you walked off, but they don't really pay for boxing. So, like, would anyone really be missing the American eyeballs or dollars, so to speak, when in America they don't pay for fights any goddamn ways?
Well, a good percentage of Americans are stealing the boxing fans are stealing the feed for pay-per-view.
Right.
So it's tough to do a lot. Like the Tank Davis just did the 61,000. I'm telling you, probably 200,000 people saw it, but but 140 of them stole it. You know what I'm saying? So 140,000 stole it. That's how that works.
Yeah. So how important is America to the sport of boxing at this point, anyways? Again, you have people saying that, hey, man, guys ain't selling pay-per-views. In America, boxing is not a primary sport. We have so much stuff to do now, and which they had a lot of things to do back then with Tyson and Sugar Ray and all of them was fighting. Same boxing was around. Same football was around.
Well, not really. I'll tell you the reason why. I agree with what you just said, but here's why it's different. Today, a guy can go home and watch 500 stations on his cable TV.
Yeah.
Or satellite TV, and he can look at thousands of websites that are his fingertips. That were back when Tyson was around, you couldn't do either.
Yeah.
And back when Ray Leonard was around and stuff like that. Another thing is, when those guys were around at their peak, it wasn't a pay-per-view; it was closed circuits. So you had to physically go out to the movie theater, or a country club, or a nightclub, or a bar, a restaurant, and watch it, and you had to pay to get in. Mm-hmm. And now you can just stay at home and cheat, buy a Fire Stick. That's the way it works today.
So if a person could just stay home and cheat, buy a Fire Stick, because everybody, everyone I know that I talk to about boxing, every last one of them have Fire Sticks. I literally do not know a person in my circle that I know that buy pay-per-view fights. Everybody has a Fire Stick. I don't know any. You know what I mean?
I don't use a Fire Stick. Here's why. I made a very nice living from boxing for 32 years. It's one of the small things I can do back is to buy the pay-per-view. So there you go. There's your answer. And besides, if I got caught stealing the pay-per-view, I'd look like a scoundrel. It's not worth it.
But see, the thing is this here. You come from a certain age group. If I was to do a survey of people,
age group says 65, April 17th, by the way.
Right. So your age group would buy the pay-per-views. People that's my age group and younger, they have Fire Sticks. Especially the younger, they have Fire Sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So man. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about. What do you think about Deontay Wilder? Wilder saying that, hey, he's open to now do business with other platforms, with other networks and promoters and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Seeing is believing. He knows that PBC's out of money. He hears it from the other fighters that Al's turned down for loans and advances and stuff. So he sees it. Whether he does something about it is a different issue. We'll see.
Shout out to Jose Hernandez for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said, can the PBC allow Wilder to fight on another network, perhaps proving the case that most of these PBC fighters are free agents?
We'll see.
Yeah. My thing is, and I asked you this before, do the fighter work for the advisor, or does the advisor work for the fighter?
The advisor works for the fighter. This is business, how business works. You ready?
Right.
One who has more than 50% of himself is the boss.
Mm.
Most advisors take 10, 15%, 5%, 7.5%. The fighter's the boss.
Mm.
The fighter's dwelling him back out money out of his purse. He's basically a contracted employee.
Mm. You saying the advisor is the contracted employee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that case, can fighters who have an advisor, can they push the envelope to make fights that they want to get made?
Yeah, Stephen Fulton just did it.
Stephen
Gave
Fulton
Heyman an ultimatum. Yeah, just get the Inoue fight. Then he acted like, oh yeah, Al was 100% behind it. Al wasn't 100%. That was all scripted after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Al had it out. That's a fact.
Okay, so if a fighter who has an advisor and that advisor works for that fighter and that advisor has to do what that fighter tells him to do, if a fight doesn't get made because said a fighter said, hey, I am my own boss, I want to fight a certain fighter, if that fight doesn't happen, is it because of the advisor that's pulling rank on the person he's working for?
This is the one business in the world where the tigers are afraid of the rats. I'll leave it like that.
He said the tigers are afraid of the rats. I was talking to my brother Anthony Peterson, man, and Anthony Peterson, man, he's one of my favorite guys. Forget boxing, but he speaks on the politics that he's been through in the sport of boxing. He's never had a title before. He's never been a champion. He's 38-1 or something of that sort. Yep. And every time he get ready to fight, his fight get canceled somehow or whatever. And he has the worst luck in the world when it comes to booking fights. And
was supposed to be on the Adrian Broner undercard today. That got canceled.
Hey, bro, I'm so mad. I done lost. I spent $300. Yeah, I spent $300. Bought a plane ticket to go to their fight, and that fight is not happening. I can't get my money back. So I told myself, man, the next time they have a fight, I'm not buying no ticket, bro. I'm not buying no ticket, man, because I'm gonna pay for what I want to see. I actually really wanted to go to the event because I wanted to support Anthony Peterson. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person that if I support you and I say I really, really like you, I'm gonna support you with my money. Now, that's only if I really rock with you like that. That's one. And two, if you're fighting the type of fight that I want to see you fight. You know what I mean? But so that got canceled. So after Lomachenko Haney, that should go down in May. We're hearing that Tank and Ryan Garcia is going to go down in April. We have David Benavidez and Caleb Plant happening in March. You get what I'm saying? Do you feel that's a pay-per-view fight? I haven't seen the rest of the undercard, but what do you think?
Borderline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna support. I'm gonna support this. I'm gonna support this card. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy all pay-per-view. I don't buy every PBC pay-per-view. You know what I mean? I'm probably like 50-50. You know what I mean? I bought Tank Rolly Romero, but I didn't buy Tank Hector Garcia nor Tank Isak Cruz. I didn't buy that. I bought Spence. I bought Spence.
Ugas.
Sean Porter. I bought Spence Ugas, and I don't even like Ugas. Like, to me, Ugas is borderline. He borderline. Like, there's nothing hellified about Ugas at all. I don't like his style. There's nothing about Ugas I like. You know what I mean? But I just, bought that. But
what's the fine gentleman saying here?
Hey, shout out to Rick. Shout out to Halim. Dropping a half a dub on your boy. He said, evening, Rick. He said, you need to educate them about reading the small print. Salute, Don King, 10%. He's saying read the small print in the contracts.
Well, a small print is really big print. So leave it like that.
So do you, hold on, we got a cash app. Shout out to Jimmy.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said, hold on. He said for Rick, what would you advise Terrence Crawford? He said, what would you advise Terrence Crawford? This is cash out.
To do a 3-fight deal, Golden Boy. They got the mandatory. They got the money behind him with the zone.
Yeah.
Why not? They got Oscar, got Bernard Hopkins. They treat fighters well. Why not?
Yeah, because he's going to fight his mandatory in Rocha. That's his mando. That's coming up. I heard that from the WBO president. He also said that what's the guy, the young kid name? Virgil Ortiz. He was the number 1 guy in the WBO, and according to WBO.
Yeah, but he's fighting for the WBA title now.
He's fighting for the WBA title. But the guy, I forgot the guy's name over there, the president of WBO. What's his name?
Paco Varcacel.
Paco?
Paco Varcacel.
Yeah, he said that they offered him that fight, Crawford, the fight. You know, he was the mandatory twice, and he turned it down. I actually have the interview. Shout out to Ness of the Boxing Boys. Nessa Gibbs asked some damn good questions. All that dude asked some good. Ness asked the questions that the fans want to hear. But that's what he said, though. So I'm like, okay. He's going to fight Rocha next, his mandatory. And I think Canelo Alvarez is fighting his WBO mandatory, John Ryder. So they're going to fight the mandatory. You know what? That kind of makes sense, because that kind of makes sense to me. You know, just maybe go that route. I know I didn't ask him what they was going to do. You know what I mean? You know, that wasn't, you know, I didn't ask him what they was going to do anyways. But yeah, you know, I can see that. I think Oscar and them said they was very optimistic about that. We'll see what happened with that. So David Benavidez, my main man Caleb Plant. I'm leaning towards David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, on this one. What say you?
I think that's good. That's good. I think that Canelo might have softened Plant up a little bit, and you know, Benavidez is big, strong, can punch, is relentless with both hands, and I can see him winning. Okay, so you can see
Benavidez. The more I'm leaning to, the more I'm thinking about it, Rick. I'm thinking maybe a late stoppage, the 10th, 11th round. You know, now even though I like Caleb Plant, I call him Money May mixed with a little bit of Sugar Ray. You know what I mean? You know, I call him that. You know what I mean? He has a mean left hook. He has good footwork. But I'm gonna tell you something I saw. When I was in Omaha, Nebraska, I rewatched the Canelo and Caleb Plant fight. And when I first initially saw the fight, I thought that Caleb Plant was doing really, really well. When I went back and watched the fight again the second time, I was like, wait a minute, he wasn't doing as good as I thought he was. What happened was, after the fifth to sixth round, I noticed he started wearing down. Canelo was timing him with some hell of a body shots. He was catching him with that left hook that he ended up knocking him out with in the 11th round. And I say, damn, man,
Plant really what Plant did was that fight, he labor faked it. That's called labor faking.
So what happened was, as the fight went on, Plant went into survival mode.
Correct.
I didn't notice that the first fight. When I looked at it, I didn't notice it the first time I watched. When I looked at it again the second time, it was me, Red, Bomac, Bernie the Boxer, Saul. We was watching it. He said, look, Plant is in survival mode now. He was in survival mode. And I say, man, I don't know how I got so caught up in the moment. I say, man, what I say, that it was that, even though I'm not playing the triangle theory here at all. I don't want nobody thinking that. But I say, you know what, man? It was that pressure. It was that pressure, that constant pressure. Canelo was effectively cutting the ring off. And you can only run so much when you're fighting a very, very good pressure fighter. You know what I mean? Unless you're a Pernell Whitaker, some goddamn body he can fight on the back foot all goddamn day long, but or fight you in the pocket and make you miss and counter. But he's not that. He's not that. And so what do you think about that, Reed? You think that's a safe pick?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. You clicked off here. I don't know how this happened, but it did.
Yeah, that's your phone. You frozen up. You want to come back in?
No, it's, we can talk, so it's all as long as you can hear me, it's good.
Yeah, I can.
What happened?
No,
He
what I
labor
was.
faked it.
Yeah, when you say labor fake, what do you mean by that?
He made it look like he was doing something. He was doing nothing.
Yeah, I saw. Look at the second half. He was. He wasn't sitting on the jab. He was just flicking the jab out there to make it look good. I said, this dude not even sitting on his punches. He's not sitting on his punches anymore. I'm like, man. I say, oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. And so I'm like, you know what? Like David Benavidez. He's not Anthony Durrell. He's not Durrell. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that they're rooting for David Benavidez, Caleb Plant to beat David Benavidez. And I know I'm in the minority on this because a lot of people, for whatever reason online, they hate David Benavidez. They're saying he's not really Mexican, this and that. And it's coming from people who were born in America who are not Mexican themselves. But I'm gonna take the unpopular pick with the people online. I'm gonna go with David Benavidez. That's what I'm riding with. That's what I'm riding with. Hey, Rick, you frozen up over here. It's like you froze over here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. So you cool.
Okay.
You cool. Yeah, so these 3 fights, where do you think that will put the state of boxing in America? I'm not talking about globally, because in the UK, boxing is popping in the UK. It's popping.
I think with these big fights coming up in March, April, May, June, I think, assuming there's good fights in June too, I think that we can turn it around. But there's still going to be too many pay-per-views. It's killing the sport.
Well, we have 2 pay-per-views back to back. You're going to have Caleb Plant and Benavidez in March, and Tank and Ryan in April. Somebody pay-per-view is not going to get bought. Somebody, you get what I'm saying? Because again, bro, I went to the grocery store. Do you see how much food costs now?
Yep.
Do you see how high and inflated the inflation, but it's through the roof. So now you want to hit me with 2 back-to-back pay-per-views. Lord have mercy, boy. Like I know, don't get me wrong, I can afford it myself, but me, I'm very conservative when it comes to money. You get what I'm saying? I'm very conservative when it comes to money. I used to be frugal, but I'm not frugal anymore. But I was very and I pick and choose what I deem. Yeah, he's going to come back on. Rick's going to come back on. But I pick and choose what I deem is valuable. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm willing to pay, and it's all on what I'm willing to pay for myself. I'm willing to pay for Tank and Ryan Garcia. I'm willing to pay for that. I'm willing to pay for Tank and Ryan Garcia. I wasn't willing to pay for Tank and Hector Garcia. You get what I'm saying? Right. I was willing to pay for Tank, and I'm willing to pay for Tank and Ryan Garcia, but I wasn't willing to pay for Tank and Hector Garcia. You get what I'm saying? So, because for me, it's the principle. It's principalities, Rick. You get what I'm saying?
Well, the guy who's single has a better chance of buying those 2 pay-per-views back to back. Mm. Here's why. Or 2 pay-per-views in the same month even. Here's why. Because he doesn't have his wife saying, don't buy another one of those. Our baby needs shoes. Mm. So if a guy's single, he doesn't have to hear his woman say, don't buy it. So there you go.
Yeah, you're right. Then when you have kids to take care of, and most people now, because of inflation, you got people complaining about the gas pumps and bro. Like I remember, Rick. When I was a little boy, and my mother used to send me to the store. I'm just gonna go to when I was a teenager. I used to buy a loaf of bread for 89 cents. A loaf of bread for 89 cents, Rick. I remember that.
Now it's $5.
Eggs last January, they were like $2. A dozen eggs were like $2. Here in Florida, a dozen eggs is about $4.79. $4.80.
I think it's $5.49 here.
Yeah, the same eggs a year ago. Now, what's different about the eggs? It ain't that, they're gonna get you more full when you eat them. They're not super eggs. It's the same loaf of bread. It's the same eggs.
Mm-hmm.
But the inflation is through the roof. I feel like we're in the what is that? Venezuela. I feel like we're in the what type of country that is, political system they have?
Communist.
Communist, but I feel like
Socialism.
I feel like we in a socialist, like this is a socialist regime or something. I'm like, bro, hold on. So, bro, why am I paying $5 for the same dozen eggs that cost $2 a year ago? Man, I ain't trying to hear all that there, man. I'm not trying to hear all that, fam. I'm not trying to hear.
If Heyman hears this, he'll raise the pay-per-view from $79.95 to $159.95. So don't say nothing.
No, I tell you what, no. I don't think Al Heyman to do that. I don't think Al Heyman to do that. Raise the pay-per-views to 100 because he'll never have to worry about no one. I mean, ain't nobody buying the pay-per-views anyways. But the few that they are selling. He can definitely forget about that. He can definitely forget about that. The few that they are selling, he can definitely forget about that. Because I'm looking like, okay, you know what? I'm going to look at the undercard. I'm going to look at the undercard of this Benavidez and Plant fight. You know what I mean? What I do like about Lomachenko and Haney fight, that's not going to be on pay-per-view. So I do like that. The fights that we saw this past weekend. Well, we saw Laura and Lee Wood. That was a non-pay-per-view fight, so I love that. We saw Neary and Azak. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's last name. Azak, that was a non-pay-per-view fight. So my thing is, and we're able to see quality fights. You know what I mean? Hell of a fights, and we don't have to pay pay-per-view for it. I think that's phenomenal. Don't give me the same type of quality fight. But then say, okay, you're going to take this quality fight you're going to pay for. What would be the reason that Plant and Benavidez is made a pay-per-view fight, in your opinion?
Because Showtime doesn't have the money to put it on anymore. Their budget got cut back. And you're going to have to try to stretch it out, make it happen on pay-per-view.
So, all right, so explain this to me. They don't have the budget. So how does this work? Let's say I have a promotional company called Nick Sack Promotions, which I do, Nick Sack Promotions, and I'm promoting. I have a rabbit named Hippity, a world-class fighter. I have a dog named Cookie. She can throw paws as well, and I want to put on this fight between Hippity and Cookie, right? And what is the deciding factor? But I want to fight on Rick Glaser's network. You don't want to put the money up. You say, look, coach, I like Hippity, I like Cookie, but I'm not going to put the money up. The budget got cut. You know what I mean? How does that work? So if I say, hey, I still want to fight on your network, if you don't want to put the money up, what's the decision that I have to make in order to make a pay-per-view? Take me through that process, if you understand what I'm saying.
The guarantees would have to be lower, and they'd have to work on a percentage of the upside. The back end money, the infamous back end money that doesn't exist at PBC.
He said that back end money. Hey, I signed the contract. We can get the money on the back end. See the back end. See the back end. I heard Floyd Mayweather say he's still getting paid for fights that he had years ago from Al Heyman from was it the Pacquiao fight? Or something like is that normal for how does the back end work? So you still get is back end like royalties like in the music business as long as you keep selling.
That's what Heyman keeps selling a dream. I guess it is for Heyman. The other fighters get paid within 30 days.
Hey,
all their back end money from the other organizations when they do pay-per-view.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, so wait a minute, so you get, yeah, baby boy, look your baby boy. So we had the fight in 2015, 2016, but this 2023, you still getting paid for fights, you still getting royalties. I feel like this the record business. Yarman say, he wanted me to ask you about the increasing prices at the gate.
What happened?
What about the increasing prices at the live gate for fights? What do you think about that?
They keep going up like inflation does. Another thing
Man,
that's bad for the game.
yeah. So the back end.
How come I can get tickets for the Yankees for $35, but a fight that's worth anything is $500 minimum for what was a Mayweather fight and stuff, but you can go see the Yankees for $35.
Yeah. So you can go to the Yankees for $35 and see that, right? But I haven't been to a live gate. I haven't been to a live gate. So well, I have been to a fight myself, but when I've been to a fight myself. Oh yeah, good news. I'm going to San Antonio in about 3 weeks. Going to check out the kid Austin. He's going to training camp. I'm gonna go check him out. You know what I mean? He's going to training camp. He's fighting on the Virgil Ortiz
April
undercard.
29th.
April 29th. He's okay. You gonna be there?
I don't know yet.
Fight?
I don't know yet.
All right, we'll see. Well, Rick, man,
I've been to San Antonio once. I don't need to go back. Trust me.
What's in San Antonio? What you like about San Antonio?
It's just a place. It's nothing fancy. You know, my wife and I are into L.A., New York City, South Florida.
Yeah.
Even Vegas, we find. You know what I mean? San Antonio's. You know, it's like a big pasture with buildings.
Hey, yeah, no, I've been to San Antonio. You're right about that. What do you think the ticket prices will be for Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis?
I have no idea. I mean, who knows? Something wacky. PBC is the lead promoter on that show, so it'll be wacky. There's no question about it.
PBC is the lead promoter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what about Tom Brown?
Well, he is PBC.
Yeah, he is PBC. Yeah, he is. Oh, listen, Rick, explain this to me. You're the perfect man to ask for this.
Mm-hmm.
Before, when Floyd Mayweather, what year that was he left Top Rank? Was that 2007?
What year did he leave Top Rank?
He left Top Rank. He bought himself out of his contract.
About 2004, maybe 2005.
Okay, 2005.
2004.
All right, 2004. Where did Floyd Mayweather go when he left Top Rank?
He Goosen Promotions did like one or two of his fights.
Okay, Goosen Promotions, and they did one or two of his fights. What about his other fights? Because he had 35 fights at Top Rank.
After that, he went to Golden Boy, and Heyman brought him the Golden Boy, and they did the fights. They did the Golden Boy fight, and they did a bunch of other fights after that.
Okay, I remember when, what's the guy name? Who's the president of not the president, he's over the sports at Showtime, Steven Espinosa. Steven Espinosa, he used to work for Golden Boy as an attorney or something?
Yes.
Okay, shout out to Candy Slim. Hey, okay. He said, do y'all think a lower pay-per-view price would equal less incentive for people to free stream?
No.
If
a thief is a thief. Doesn't matter the amount of money. They've already got the Fire Stick. Why would they buy it?
Okay. I and he say if the fights were like $20, $30. Yeah, Rick, I don't like your characterization of calling people thieves for watching the fight via Fire Stick. I think that language is kind of harsh. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of harsh. You know, what say you about that? My assessment.
They claim to be fans of the fighters,
right?
But they don't want to pay to watch them.
Oh, okay.
So are they supporting the fighter, or are they supporting themselves?
I think they're going to support what they deem that they're willing to pay for.
Well, that's free enterprise, but they're still stealing from the fighter's pockets, because the fighter gets $8 a pay-per-view on a normal situation. For every pay-per-view he gets over a certain amount, he's stealing from the fighter. So if they want to steal from the fighter and the fighter's kids, that's up to them. I'm not going to partake in that.
Okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? What's up, Rick? It's the inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Get ready for the fight.
D Block, talk to me, fam. What you got for Rick?
What's up, Rick Glaser? You doing good, brother?
Who's that?
This D Block. from Dallas,
Hello,
Texas.
D Block. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Rick? He's like, where did this guy come from? Rick, again, kudos all the time. You're doing great, man. Love you, man. Respect you. You bring greatness to the sport. Other than you, nobody else is doing it greater than you. You and Coach Malachi, you're doing a great thing for the sport. I want to tell you something, Rick, and I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. I know we got callers and stuff like that. Rick, do you think if Wilder goes to Matchroom or the Zone, do you think that is a slap in the face to Al Heyman and PBC?
Yes, but they'll make it sound like that Al gave me his blessings and all this bullshit. It's all fraud.
Hey, hold on, man. Man, listen. If Wilder was to work with
The white man. The white man.
Yeah,
the white man. The white man.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I remember this like it was yesterday. Now, if he was to work with Eddie Hearn, it's not that he's working with the white man. He's working with that particular white man that was viewed upon as a colonizer a couple of years ago.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that would look crazy. Now, if he go work with any other promoter, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But if he worked with specifically Eddie Hearns, I'm gonna be like, damn, you did say he was a colonizer a couple of years ago and another master owning the plantation. So are you going to the master now? So I would, you know what I mean? Like that would kind of catch me off. But D Block, go ahead, fam. Go ahead.
I got two more questions, and that's it, Rick. And I appreciate you again, always answering with good and firm, just bringing it on.
Mm.
Do you think that the void of HBO boxing has really brought down our industry in boxing? I mean,
No,
what I'm saying
no. They were a
Okay.
shell of their old self. At the end, they were a shell of their old self with a $12 million to $15 million a year budget for boxing. So they were a shell of their old self. So no,
Okay,
absolutely
great.
not.
Thank you so much. Third one, and it has to do with all my haters, because a lot of people hate on me, but you got to hate with facts, like I tell Coach. Facts! So I'm going to tell you right now, do you think I should nickname Tank Davis Bobblehead or Peanut Head? That's all I got to say. D-Block, D-Town,
Shout out to
D-City,
D-Block.
Peanut head. No,
Baltimore,
peanut head.
stand up.
Shout out to D Block. He from Dallas, Texas, man. Me personally, I think that Deontay Wilder should do what he needs to do. What I want for Deontay Wilder is this. I want his fans, the ones who were stuck in the land of Zamunda or Wakanda for so long, I want them to understand that boxing is a business. And this guy, he's at the tail end of his career. He's coming off of two knockout losses.
He's on the back nine heading for the clubhouse.
Right. Even though he did knock out Robert Helenius, I think he hit him with one punch, and Robert Helenius is laying there still.
Coach, if Robert Helenius owed you money, you'd be even money.
But you get what I'm saying? So, but I can't really judge if Wilder is back off of that fight because, you know, he was looking very wide-eyed in that fight.
Yeah.
And he backed up to the ropes, and he had his eyes wide open like, okay, you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I need to, and he caught Robert Helenius coming in, and so I need to see him in another fight where it's not going to be something quick where you hit the guy one time and he's out of there in seconds. I need to see him in a fight to where 4 rounds don't went by, 5 rounds don't went by, 6 rounds don't went by, and I see how he responds. You get what I'm saying? In order for me to know that he's back, because I can't judge whether Wilder is back. You know, I know he's on the back nine of his career.
I'll give you my analysis. Half of him is back. The other half is left in the ring in the last 2 fights.
Yeah. Okay. Because that right there, the only thing I can think of is him falling face first when Fury knocked him out.
You mean the fact that he was face planted?
Yeah. Him.
Face
I think
planted.
about that. I think about Manny Pacquiao when he was face planted. I think about Nate Robinson when he was face planted by Jake Paul. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, when I see a fighter fall face first, I'm like, yeah, bro, he was done.
Watch, coach.
Yeah. So do you think that what would Eddie Hearn have to offer him? Because there's really no heavyweights over here in America that I can think of. We got Andy Ruiz, but is he still like, bro? Like nobody talks about Andy Ruiz. So I don't even know if is he still boxing or he's not boxing anymore. King Kong Ortiz.
In between burrito and taco eating contests, he's a fighter.
Shout out to my sister Bless and Nick Rich. Shout out to Bless. So I think now I would like to see Wilder and Andy Ruiz fight each other, but at the same time, I do know that Andy Ruiz, he wants to get paid a certain amount of money. Wilder wants to get paid a certain amount of money. So Showtime is not going to put the kind of money up that they want. Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather, they're not going to put their money up for the fight. They never do. So what would they do in that situation? Is he trying to shop that fight to other promoters? Like I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, they
That's what I
are.
heard.
They are. Yep, 100%. We'll
Shout
see
out-
what happens.
Shout out to Jamario. Okay. He said Oscar said that he wanted to make the fight between Bivol and Munguia at 168 or he catch weight at 170. What y'all think about that? No, that's crazy. Me personally, Bivol should not go anything under light heavyweight. If other fighters want to fight him, if you want to fight me so bad, come up here to my goddamn weight. I'm not coming down there with where you at. If you really want the smoke and you think you the head cheese of the boxing, come on over here where I'm at. That's why I say. What you say, Rick?
Yeah, exactly. Feel the same way.
All right, well, Rick, man, I'm gonna let you bounce, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. I really do. I'm gonna try to get you back on next week.
That long?
What you want to come back
What
on?
What am I gonna do with myself until next week? I
Well,
got nothing to do with my life. I don't do anything. You listen to these haters. I don't do anything.
Well, you don't do nothing in boxing. Don't nobody know what you do. You just get invited. You just get invited to 5-star restaurants and dinners with promoters in boxing, but you don't really do nothing in boxing. You ain't.
Let's put it this way to you.
Yeah.
Okay, boxing is my sole form of income. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no other job. My wife got her 7th fur coat for Christmas. December 31st, she got a new 2023 S500 Benz, the bad boy. Okay. Last week she got, for Valentine's Day, she got a brand new Rolex with diamonds. I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, I just got a Rolex myself. I mean, where does this money come from?
It sounds like you bragging. So you got a Rolex.
No, I'm just trying to explain to everybody that, they're saying all this bullshit. That, what do I do? I don't do anything. Dan Raphael said, okay, Rick.
Easy Dive say, Rick, stop the cap.
Dan Raphael said, I'm not really even in boxing. Nestor Gibson, well, what does this man even do in boxing? Come on, guys.
It's a secret. It's a secret.
It's a secret that 47 of my clients know, and I turn down clients. I turn down an average of a client a week.
Rick got Rolex watches, 500 Mercedes Benzes. You know what I mean? Some of y'all still ride around in a Broham. Rick ride around in big boy Mercedes Benz. Some of y'all got Sony Casio watches. Rick rolling around with big Rollies. You know what I mean? With diamond bezels in it. You get what I'm saying?
No. Only my wife. Well, hold on. My wife's got the diamond bezel. I don't.
Hey, I'm gonna let Rick go. Hey, shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. He said
Rick what?
He said Rick flexing like Fred does in barbershop. Yeah, Rick.
No, I'm not flexing. I'm just explaining, Drew, that these guys say I'm not really in boxing. Drew knows I'm in boxing. Dan Raphael says, "Oh, I'm not really in boxing." Ness there says from the boxing boy says, "What does he even do in boxing?" Don't forget one thing, okay? Malik, coach, it's the guy that you don't see working. He's making the most amount of money 9 out of 10 times. Don't ever forget that.
Hey, you know what though? All jokes aside, like guys, like you hit the nail right on the head. Basically, the people who you hardly see be the ones making the money, and the guy who all in the videos. Hey, shout out to Black Ice. Hey, okay.
What do you say?
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, Rick, you're officially a part of Black History Month. Peace, my brother.
Yeah, all the guys out there, all the brothers out there saying shit about my wife. That I brought her in from overseas and all this stuff.
Hey.
My wife's from my neighborhood, for Christ's sakes.
Hey, you know what? No, hey, listen. They better not never let me get no money, boy. Hey, Rick, salute to you, fam, man. Let everybody know where they can get in contact with you.
Listen, thanks. I'm at Real Rick Glaser 1. I got about 50 on Twitter, Real Rick Glaser 1. And there's a bunch of fake Rick Glaser accounts out there. I've got about 5,800 followers, and I came on in January of 2020. All the other fake ones have hardly any followers on it. But I answer all boxing questions. I'm as candid as they come and forthright and straightforward as they come.
All right, Rick.
What can I tell you?
Hey,
Thanks for having me, Coach.
Yes, sir. Round of applause, man. Rick Glaser, man. Hey. Hey, Rick over here. Hey, Rick over here bragging. Rick bragging. Yeah, you know, I got 2 rollies. My wife got a rollie. I got a rollie. My wife got diamonds in her rollie. I got a Mercedes Benz. My wife got a Mercedes Benz. You know, and then you got to do it at home. You got to do it at home. Playing the PlayStation. He lying. He ain't got no Benz. He ain't got no Benz. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a car? No, I ain't got no car waiting on my baby mama to get back from the strip club. But he lying. He ain't got no Benz. He ain't got no what? Do you have a Rollie? I don't have a Rollie, but I know who Rollie is. Rollie Romero. That's Rollie. That's the guy who take folk, right? No, we're talking about a Rolex watch, sir. A Rolex watch. Oh, okay. Sign the contract. Nigga, though, hey, motherfucker, they don't went over there listening to Fag Nun. They over there listening to Fag Nun and Boston Shigo. They listen to Fag Nun and Boston Shigo. They know everything about Boston. Fag Nun don't told him he was a lawyer. I'm an attorney. Boy, nigga, you don't see Perry Mason. You don't seen a couple of episodes of Perry Mason, a couple of episodes of Ben Matlock, New York Undercover. You don't see Miami Vice, and now you on YouTube hollering about you an attorney. True. Man, what? Okay, you gonna sit your dumb ass down so goddamn well. Boy, hush. Yeah, I'm an attorney. Yeah, you know, and I'm the smartest guy in the YTBC. And you know what, homie? And you know what? Check this out, homie. I'm an attorney, homie. I understand. I know how to read contracts. Yeah, you know, coach, you don't know what you're talking about. I was on Fag Nun Live, and he said he's an attorney. You don't know how to read contracts like Fag Nun. Yeah, I do. I got a contract right here. Hey, hold on. I'm finna show y'all how good I am. I'm finna show y'all how good I am in contracts. I'm finna show y'all right now. Y'all think I can't read a contract? I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show y'all I can read a contract. Here you go right here. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. I just got a contract right there. And let me read it to you. It says, sign the contract. 80% go to Hippity. Put Hippity name right there. 20% go to you. And you sign right here with that said. So now, yeah, I saw the same Perry Mason you saw, the same Matlock, In the Heat of the Night, Kojak, you know what I mean? Tell us about this. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, you know the YTBC. You got all kind of niggas on the YTBC, boy. True. What these niggas be trying to make themselves as important as they possibly, more important than anybody. Yeah, dog, you saw me, dog. Dog, you saw me, dog. Yeah, dog, you know, I'm doing big things, dog. Big things. You know what I mean? I contracts, you know what I mean? You know, I know about the back end money, back end, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, dog? I know about the, you know what I mean? How back end works, so I know about business. Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You know about business, but you paid $20 for a Nick sack? True. Hey, old dirty boxing. You know about business, but you paid $20 for a Nick sack. Talk about something. Yeah, dog, I paid $20 for a $5 bag of weed because of inflation. True. Yeah, dog. Yeah. Hey, how much you paid for that Nick sack? I paid $20. I got it for the low. For the low, what you paid for? I paid $20. Well, why you pay $20 for a $5 bag of weed? It's inflation, dog. Inflation. I'm listening to this. This what you arguing with on live. Hey, Halib. Halib, this who you arguing with online. I'm gonna argue with these dudes. These the same dudes. That mean, yeah, nigga, yeah, you better not show up at the fight. Oh, you mean the same fight that you ain't gonna show up at? Oh, you mean the same fight that you ain't going to. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got no money. You can't afford to go.
True.
Oh, man.
True.
Boy, I tell you. Let me tell you something. As a matter of fact, man, I'm just saying, man. Hey, shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Free Ray Ricky Ross, man.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? And the truth never explains. Moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug. Thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Now, it's something I wanted to share with y'all. I'm glad we got Rick off the show. Something I wanted to share with y'all, man, because, again, a lot of these dudes, man, like, bro, like, I can't sit that. I can't with these niggas, man. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Last time, I don't know how to play tennis. So I ain't the one to be going back and forth. You get what I'm saying? But I just showed y'all a contract. One page contract. Very simple. You don't even need an attorney. To sign this contract right here. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Oh, man, it is what it is, man. But I tell you, boy, hey, what you say? Hey, Swat Joe, what you say? He say, folks who pocket watch and always talking about money, I just assume they don't have it. Hey, when you're going out of your way to try to convince me of how important you are in life, that tells me that what I think what you think that I think of you is important to you. You know what I mean? Because people I know who got it. They not running around trying to convince people what they have. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, And then some people I do know they do brag. I know some braggadocious guys as well. They got it and they be bragging. They gonna let you know they got it. But those are the guys who I know came up in the hood. They ain't never really had no money. So there's a sucker. As a matter of fact, there's a sucker born every minute. Y'all know that scene. There's a sucker born every minute. You know what I mean? Y'all know that saying. There's a sucker born every minute. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people contribute that to Barnum and Bailey. I think that was what was the guy name? What was the guy named P.T. Barnum? P.T. Barnum. They could, he was the guy over the circuses and all that stuff. They'll just go all around the world with the circus and stuff. They contribute that to him. I remember my uncle guy was telling me about confidence trick. Do anybody know what a confidence trick is? A confidence trick is, you probably never heard of confidence trick, but you heard of a confidence trick. It came from, actually, confidence trick is what it's called, but the word con artist derived from that. Con is short from confidence. It's short for confidence. You get what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me pull it up so you guys can see it. Hold on. Cause I remember my uncle told me about this, like, cause my uncle, they used to do like the flim flam. Not my uncle, but my dad. My dad's friend. He used to be around some dudes named Cuban Bobby. Sam, it's a couple of dudes. They should do something called the flim flam back in the day. The flim flam, right? I know y'all heard of the flim flam before. So basically, a confidence trick is an attempt to defraud a person or a group after first gaining their trust. A confidence trick is an attempt to defraud a person or a group of people after gaining their trust. Confidence tricks exploit victims using credulity, naivety, and compassion, vanity, confidence, and irresponsibility, and greed. Researchers have defined confidence tricks as a distinctive species of fraudulent conduct, intending to further voluntary exchanges that are mutually beneficial. It's short for con artists. Con artists came from confidence trick. That's where it came from. It's short for con artist. And a good con is a guy you won't even know you've been conned. Hey, by the time you realize that you've been conned, this dude, he done left town, went to another country. You're like, wait a minute. I thought I had a whole lot of money in my bank account. You mean the bank account that all the money was going to your boss's, your advisor's account? Yeah, he told me he was investing my money in some junk bonds, and I had some junk bonds, and then he invested some money in some cryptocurrency over here. So I had money invested in junk bonds over there, and then I had money invested in cryptocurrency over here. You see what I'm saying? And then we got some money invested in a whole head cheese. In a whole head cheese factory, you know what I mean? We got money invested in that whole head cheese factory. So I got money coming in from everywhere. Oh, so you think?
True.
Nigga don't fuck around. Hey, by 10 years don't went by. By 10 years don't went by, right? Nigga get ready to retire. You thinking you had a whole lot of money, right? Thinking you had a whole lot of money. Everybody, I would ride around in Lambos with suicide doors. I had a house, all of that stuff there, right? Come to find out ain't nothing. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean I owe $10 million in back taxes? No, my taxes got paid every year. I got plenty of money. Next thing you know, you calling your advisor. He ain't answering the phone no more. Hold on. I got you. I'm finna call my people right now. Man, this motherfucker answer the phone. No, please leave a message after the beep. Hey man, what's up, man? Goddamn, dog. Advisor, check this out, dog. I got these people coming here talking about repossessing my car. I thought you told me my car was paid off. I got a tax lien on my house. What's happening? I didn't know. Well, I told him I'm riding Lambo with suicide doors. I got big money. I'm banking. I thought I had plenty of money. Well, can I get some of that money that you invested in them junk bonds for me? Next thing you know, I'm just saying, bro. I seen stranger things happen.
True.
I seen stranger things happen, bro. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. You get what there's a sucker born every minute. Now, I like to, again, and I tell you guys all the time, online, you're dealing with a lot of guys who are what? They are emotionally reactive. These guys who are emotionally reactive, they react over anything. It's very, very easy to get emotionally reactive people very, very triggered. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And they react to anything. You get what I'm saying? Like a person that's emotionally reactive, you know what I mean? It's normally, they have very intense emotions, and these emotions get triggered very easily by external events. So if you're a person who, you might not like a certain podcaster, or if it's a certain person that you see online, you just hate him. You can't stand it. You can't stand his guts, and you just automatically start thinking about negative things about that individual. That's a person that's getting triggered. That's mostly a person that's emotionally reactive. On YouTube, you have a lot of emotionally reactive people online. When they go to yelling, calling you bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D to you. You're seeing an emotional reactive individual. You get what I'm saying? Oftentimes, a lot of these guys who get triggered by certain events, certain podcasts, certain headlines, certain titles, who knows? You know what I mean? A lot of times, the guy responds because he's hurt by something that you said. He's angry at something that you said, and then he automatically goes on the defensive. What do I mean by that? In boxing, in the YTBC, you have guys who they don't know these fighters. They never met these fighters before. They don't know these advisors who they never seen before. But for whatever reason, they decided to have an emotional attachment to these guys. And if you're not a part of the same think group that they're a part of, and you say something that they don't like, they get hurt by what you say. You get what I'm saying? They get angry and they get defensive because there are certain words that you are saying that triggers them. Well, I like to call them trigger words, you know what I mean? And then what it does, once you trigger these guys, they'll lash out at you, and they will get impulsive. They'll get very impulsive. You get what I'm saying? They'll do and say anything at that moment. I'm going to put the magnum to your head. I'm going to shoot you. You better not come to Texas. Oh, y'all better not see you at the fight. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. That's a guy he's emotionally reactive. You get what I'm saying? And he's feeling, y'all get what I'm saying? That's what that is. Hey, shout out to Boston Tim's. He said a bunch of soft dudes that end up getting finesse out of their money in time. I mean, I'm just, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what it is. That's what you're dealing with. See, I understand the psychology of these dudes, right? And then you have people who enable their behavior. Oh man, it's all right, man. You got a right to feel. You got a right to feel that way. You know, you got a right to feel that way, dog. Don't even worry about that dog. Don't worry. It ain't your fault, dog. It ain't your fault. It's the system, dog. The system got you like that, dog. Psychologically, you haven't recovered from the psychological trauma. You know what I mean? That we've been through since we've been in the land of the slave master for 400 years. Sir, what does that have to do with this nigga threatening me, saying he gonna shoot me in the head when he see me if I come to a certain fight? What does that have to do with that? See, that ain't his fault, dog. That ain't his fault. See, it's the white man. See, what the white man did was psychologically, he did something to this brother because of the system that we are living in, and it changed our paradigm and how we see things in life. I'm like, bro, really that deep? This nigga just, I think he's just emotionally reactive. He got upset. He's living his life vicariously through certain fighters and financial advisors, and then they're part of it. They're very small-minded, narrow-minded. He participated in the Victim Olympics, and because of people like you who enables his attitude and personality. This is why he's acting the way he's acting. No, dog, see, you don't understand, dog. See, you gonna mess around and piss me off. And what I'm gonna do, dog, you're gonna make me do something to you. I'm gonna make you do something to me. So let me ask you a question. While you're doing something to me, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, you just gonna sit there and take it. Oh, I'm gonna sit there and take it. Okay. True. Okay. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, and as soon as one of them go to jail, you see what's going on with the YSL. YSL Woody, Young Thug, Thugger, the dude who be painting his toenails and fingernails pink and green and red and yellow. That guy, you see what's going on? Everybody in court testifying against him. Everybody against her online until when it's time to go to jail. True. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Bitch Ass Nigga. What is your name? What is your name, sir? Yes, ma'am. My name is Bitch Ass Nigga. I am a part of the Alphabet Boy community. I watch Fag 9, Boss and Shigo, and I'm a part of YSL. Okay, Mr. Bitch Ass Nigga. Now what is it? No, what is it that you do? I'm a hoe ass nigga who be online threatening people like Coach Malachi, and I threaten people who do not agree with me with my low IQ, emotionally reactive self. I'm very closed-minded, you know what I mean? And I participate in the Victim Olympics. Okay, bitch ass nigga. Who is this guy over here? Oh, did you and this guy do a crime together? Yes, ma'am. What crime did y'all do? Well, me and this dude over here, we got in my baby mama 1982 Toyota Corolla, and we did a drive-by on the ops. You did a drive-by on the ops. And for the record, what does ops mean? Ops is short for the opposition. Oh, the opposition. Okay. So the purpose people you and him shot at, y'all did that together? Yes, ma'am. Well, wait a minute. Do you believe in the G code? No, ma'am. Well, wait a minute. We have you on video saying that you believe in the G code. Live by, die by. The snitches get stitches and all that stuff there. Yes, ma'am. I did say that. Is there a reason why you don't believe in that code anymore? Yes, ma'am. Why? Because I'm scared of the white man and I don't want to do that time. Everything was good until when I got caught. Now I got caught. I don't want to do the time anymore, ma'am. So now I'm having to change your heart. Oh, okay. True. Bruh, he say this chat, Magic Key say this chat knows a little too much about scams for my liking. Yeah, those guys. Wait a minute, you was just, you was OG Mudbone. You was OG Mudbone, OG Killer a minute ago. What happened? You was OG Mudbone a minute ago. And yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yep. Whole lot of tough niggas in the YTBC. I don't see them all. I don't see a whole lot of tough niggas in the YTBC. Hey, shout out to Larry Lopez. He say, dude talking that tough talk, be the first one to tell.
True.
Hey, it was all good. It was all good a minute ago. It was all good a minute ago. Anyways, back to boxing. I think that this, if we can get the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight, I think that'd be phenomenal for the sport of boxing. It'll be phenomenal for us, man. And I'm really looking forward to that. Me, I just come on here and call these dudes out. You know what I mean? Cause I know what time at TI is. I know what time at TI is, man. I know. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block. My bad. I had to call one time because you talking about suckers. And I'm going to tell you something. I was a sucker in 2007. I was minding my own business. Blockbuster was still open. And I went to Pancho's. That's a Mexican restaurant. I got my little sopapilla.
Yeah.
And I'm chilling outside thinking I'm cool. You know what I mean? This guy drives right by me, man. Slow. He looking at me. He gets off. He got this silky ass hair, black hair going back. He started talking to me.
Yeah.
I said, man, you ain't from Dallas, man. You ain't from D-Block. Where you from? He goes, I'm an Italiano. And I said, oh, shit, he's Italian.
Okay.
He goes, look, check my trunk. And I go up there in the back. I'm like, damn, what you got here, man? He got leather jackets, Coach. He said there were leather jackets that he got from Foley's. Remember Foley's, Coach?
I remember Foley.
He put that shit on me, and he's like, it looks perfecto. It looks perfect on you. I said, holy shit, I look good. I feel good. Man, I took that jacket back to my parents' house, and I'm going to tell you something. That's like I bought that jacket for $50. My dad said, what's the string? Once he got that string, the whole jacket fell apart. D-Block, D-Cap, D-Zip, fucking stand up.
Hey, the old flip-flop. Listen, man, the old flip-flop, bro. The old flip-flop. You got a whole lot of flam artists out here online, man. Niggas holler about they lawyers. One dude say he a lawyer. One dude say he a Crip. Another dude say he a Blood. Another dude say he a gangster disciple. One dude say that, another dude a pimp. Another dude, I'm like, man, come on, man. God dang, bro. I just want to see the fights. I just want to see the fights. I just want to see the fights, man. All that other stuff, man, come on, man.
Because I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruise on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
I just want to see the fights.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
These niggas want to be the Shogun. I'm the Shogun of the YTBC. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the prettiest? Sure enough. Am I the toughest, roughest, they say mofo low down this town? Sure enough. Well, who am I? King Alphabet Boys? Who am I? King Alphabet Boys? I can't hear you. King Alphabet Boys? Yeah. Wakanda. The Shogun of the YTBC. Anytime anybody want to go live, they got to go through me. If you say anything that's against the groupthink of my organization, we will roll on you. Yeah, you'll roll on me. But what happened? Okay, I get what you're saying, sir. Are you the shot caller? Yes, I'm the shot caller of the group. Okay, sir, what's going to happen if one of your guys get caught and get the handcuffs put on and go to jail? What's going to happen then? Don't worry about that there. I got some soldiers on my team. Live by, die by, G code. We got a code out here on these streets. Yeah, well, what code that is? I ain't never know they had a code on the streets, because every nigga I know, most of them, when they get caught, the code go out the window. The code go out the window. You get what I'm saying?
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Sure enough.
Shogun of Harlem.
Niggas running around here hollering like they show enough. Nigga, you ain't show enough. You hoe enough.
True.
Niggas be running around here like they show enough. You ain't show enough. You hoe enough. Hey, buddy, buddy. Look at you hoe enough. Oh, hoe ass nigga.
True.
Oh, boy. Damn, boy. Oh, Lord have mercy, boy. Oh, boy, this is a good one. Tonight. Hey, look here, man. Hey, shout out to Jamie. Jamie, what's going on, fam? Jamie, what's happening? Jamie, what's happening, man? What's happening? What's going on, Jamie? Salute to my dog, man. Salute to my dog, man. Yeah, man. These niggas here, man. They ain't around here trying to hear all that flam, man. Around here talking that flam, popping that weak. Yeah, shit, nigga. I ain't sold on your gangster, nigga. I ain't sold at all. Call it what's your name and you calling from?
Roy Graham, Baltimore. How you be?
Troy from B-More, talk to me.
You know, I was listening to you, and I thought you was going to touch on it, man. I don't know if it's real or, well, you know, I saw it, so I guess it's some realness to it.
Mm.
They said that Francis, the guy from, MMA, the big African brother, right?
Mm.
Right, he agreed to fight Wilder, which doesn't mean there's any contract signed or anything, but
what did you?
They said that he's...
When you say they say, who was they?
I forgot who published the article, but it's quite a few articles online that I was reading about it just to make sure it was on up and up.
Okay.
But you know what? That sounds like an interesting fight on paper, but I don't think so because one's a boxer and one's a striker, so we'll see. But, you were talking about his fans when you were talking to Rick, right? This is Wilder fans, right?
Right.
I'm dying to hear from the same fans who was going to set people on fire for Wilder, and car fires and all that. What they think about him leaving the PPC?
Oh,
Are they going to set him on fire now?
Oh, you talking about the meter maid police officer Drew Titan, the nigga who write parking tickets for a living. That nigga. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna. That nigga that's so ugly, but that's probably one of the ugliest niggas I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, shots fired. But he ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna fall in line. He's a follower. So anybody that follow another nigga and send him membership fees, tell me everything I need to know on the internet. So that them niggas gonna fall in line again. If they didn't have a double standard, they would not have a standard at all. You get what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
It is
well, you know what it is, man. It's hard to stand alone, coach. It's hard to be that cornerstone.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to be that. But hopefully, Wilder does make a splash or something and come back. Because to be honest with you, as much crap as I talk about him, when he's around, his name generates some interest. And then when he fights, if he's in the right fight, they're always interesting, at least, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully he does come back. If anything, I still want to see him give, Dillian White a chance, even though I believe at this point in White's career, he would actually knock White out because White is in the twilight of his career right now. He's not. No.
Well,
both men are in
the twilight of their careers. It ain't like Wilder in his
but
prime.
White's footwork is worse than it ever was, man. You saw the last fight. His footwork is worse than it ever was, man.
He's
just regressing. Yeah, man, he's just regressing, man. He got the jerk chicken, a stinky leg now. But, I'm always going to have his back because he's my countryman, right?
All right, Troy. Shout out to Troy, man. I ain't trying to make this a Dylan White show. But anyway.
Yeah, I got you, baby.
Salute to Troy, man. Shout out to Troy, man. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, shout out to Mr. White, Mr. Ham. He say, speaking of Shogun, he said, I got caught in that Hispanic YTB Sears. You faked the car accident. Hey, he say no boxer is going to be competitive with an active former world champion in boxing. No, not in boxing, not in boxing, and vice versa. They're not going to a MMA fighter is not going to be competitive against a boxer in the world of boxing, nor will a boxer be competitive in the MMA world. It's vice versa, you know what I mean? It's apples and oranges. Hey, what to say, fam? You say Wilder's clock is ticking. Yeah, he's on the back nine of his career too. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, they talking like shit. Wilder, Wilder's still in his prime. No, that shit over with. That shit over with. It's done. It's done for him. You get what I'm saying? So, but I do want to see the brother. You know what I mean? Get some money, man. I ain't mad at Wilder for going to get no goddamn money. Shit, Al Heyman ain't putting no money up. And Floyd ain't putting his money up. You see what Floyd doing? What Floyd Mayweather doing? Floyd got an exhibition match coming up this weekend in London. Floyd is fighting in London. I don't know if you guys know that. Floyd is fighting in London. Yes, he is. He's fighting in London. He getting the Arab money. You notice everybody else, Floyd is able to go overseas, get Arab money, fight in the UK. He's able to do all of that, but he won't let any of his fighters on the PBC do that.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Hold on. What you say, Keena? You say Clarissa was some straight in the MMA. Nah, not really. Clarissa Shields wasn't really all that in MMA. She lost the fight as well, but in the MMA you will have losses. But she didn't run up on no killers in the MMA. Clarissa Shields won't last 5 minutes if she run up on some killers in the MMA, and she lost the last one, but if she run up on some of them monsters over there, man, they'll have her tapping out. They'll have her tapping out in like 10 seconds, man. Them jiu-jitsu submission holds they gonna put you in, man. She'll be done. She'll be done. Clarissa Shields wasn't all that over there, man. I ain't gonna sit here and say that now. I ain't gonna sit here and say that. You get what I'm saying? Now she's fighting a hog head cheese sandwich, a pork chop bone, a neck bone, some collard green stems. You know what I mean? If she was fighting a bowl of possum soup, then yeah, you know what I mean. But outside of that, you know what I mean. And I like Clarissa Shields. Y'all know I mess with her now. Hold on, you know what I mean. And she was, you know what I mean. And she was fighting, you know what I mean. And she fighting that, yeah. She looked like a world beater. But if she fought a C-class fighter in the MMA, or even we definitely can't handle no B-class fighter, but a good C-class fighter, give her that work.
True.
Yeah, give her that work. What did you say, Coach? You true? He say, Coach, you true about Floyd. He said, I think he's a blessing and a curse in boxing. I like Floyd. You get what I'm saying? I like Floyd. But you know what I mean? You say Holly Holmes became UFC champ. Yeah, Holly Holmes, you right about that, fam. Holly Holmes did become UFC champ. Give me another one outside of Holly Holmes who did it. Somebody please. Give me another one. Give me someone who come from a professional, and as a matter of fact, I tell you what, I even make it even better. Give me someone in men's boxing that's left boxing for men and went over to the UFC and got and became a champ. And what do you say, fam? You say, let's see if she can take a leg kick like Ronda Rousey. Yeah. What you say, fam? You say, I think Nunes would give Clarissa Shields a run for her money. I don't know. We'll have to see. Hey, what to say, Troy? You say Troy Dorsey? Troy Dorsey left boxing and became a champion in MMA? Okay, Troy Dorsey. Who else? Prince, what you say? You say Mercer KO, former UFC heavyweight champ. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that on Prince on Vegeta. I remember that. I definitely remember that. Ray Mercer. Shout out to Jamie. What you say, fam? You say, Coach, you're right. That's messed up by Floyd. Again, I don't think that, yeah, James Toney did terrible. James Toney did terrible in the UFC. I think James Toney got his ass whooped over there when he went over there. James Toney ain't doing nothing over there. James Toney ain't doing nothing over there. Was Ray Mercer a champion over there in the UFC? Hey, what you say, Dr. Paul? What you say, Dr. Paul? Hold on. Oh, you said Troy Graham. I thought you would give me another fighter. What you say? You say weakest division in MMA is heavyweight. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a lot I don't know about the MMA. I don't know a lot about UFC like I used to. I used to watch it back in the day, like 93, 94 with Ken Shamrock, Tank Abbott, Joyce Gracie, Tito Ortiz. I used to watch them back then, 93, 94, 95, 96, around that time. I used to watch them back then. There's a lot I don't even know about MMA anymore, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So, you say Ray Mercer never won anything. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. Has he ever won a championship in MMA? You know what I mean? Because I don't think he ever did, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I don't think he ever did, to be fair. It's just apples and oranges. If you take any professional boxer, if you take 10 professional boxers, I don't care who it is, and you put him over there in the MMA, if he can't take leg kicks, pounding ground, jiu-jitsu, if he don't know how to fight on his back, fight off his stomach, how to get out of chokeholds and stuff like that, if he don't know how to do any of that, he in trouble.
True.
Because boxing is a stand-up game. It's a stand-up fight game. UFC, MMA, they ain't just gonna be just standing up. You gotta know how to be an all-around fighter. Period. You gotta know how to be an all-around fighter. I don't care how great Floyd Mayweather is. You see, Floyd Mayweather ain't gonna fight nobody in the MMA. If Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor in the MMA, guess what? Floyd Mayweather be tapping out in 2 seconds.
True.
It's two different sports. There's a reason why a lot of those guys, the men in boxing, they don't go over there to the MMA. They'll say, yeah, man, the fighter want to come over here and think they can, MMA fighters think they want to come to boxing and think they can beat us, but you ain't gonna see them dudes go over there. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What you say? You say Conor will punish Floyd in that octagon. Yeah. He'll punish a whole lot of dudes in that octagon. Punish a whole lot of dudes. You know what I mean? Raphael, what do you say? Only Holly Holmes was champ. I like Holly though. I like Holly, man. Holly, she's a real nice person too. B Brown, what do you say, fam? You say Ray never won a championship or even came close. He did KO former champ. He got beat by Kimbo in one of Kimbo's first televised fights. Yeah, I didn't even know that. You talking about Kimbo Slice? I didn't know that. I didn't know they fought. I remember when Kimbo, cause I remember when Kimbo Slice used to fight down in Miami in the backyards and stuff like that, and he became such a phenomenon on YouTube because of the the backyard brawling, fighting and stuff like that. And even me, I'm gonna start covering bare knuckle boxing. I like bare knuckle boxing. I got into that now, bare knuckle boxing. But as soon as he came to the MMA, it was a wrap. Hey, he said Kimbo Slice fought Ray Mercer and lost back in 2007. Yeah, I didn't even see that. You know what I mean? Because you see, like his technique was all wrong. He like this here, head on the center line, swinging wide like this here, beating them dudes in the backyard. But I remember when he got his first loss in the MMA, he lost to a dude that was about my size.
True.
Dude knocked him out in Fort Lauderdale. He was about my size. Caught him on the chin. Bam, bam. Yeah, and R.I.P. Hey, shout out to Knockdown 305. Yeah, R.I.P. to Kimbo, man. Caught him on the chin. He hit the ground, and when he hit the ground, dude just went to wailing on. The referee had to come in and break it up. Yep. But you know what though? To Kimbo's credit, that's all he knew how to do was just fight, just bare knuckle backyard fighting, and he took just that alone, and was able to make a good living of himself in the MMA. I think was that the UFC? I think it was the UFC. I'm not sure. Just in the world of the MMA, without you know what I mean, with with just not really knowing nothing but just how to just be a street fighter. So I take my hat off to him for that. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But yeah, man, so I mean that's just the way I see it, fam. That's just the way I see it. And what you say, it was Elite XC? Oh, Elite XC, yeah, I don't know what it was, but I saw the fight. I saw the fight when he lost in Fort Lauderdale. His first loss. Dude was about my size. Bap, bap, caught him with a mean two-piece too. He came in head first, bap, and there was an upset because that dude was supposed to lose that fight. That dude was supposed to lose that fight because he was too small. You know what I mean? And what you say Kimbo would be a monster in today's bare knuckle fighting champions. You know what, man? You know what, Larry Lopez? I have the Bare Knuckle Fighting Champions app on my phone. I will be going live for bare knuckle boxing. You know, I know a lot of you guys won't be interested in it, but I'm interested in it, and I'm gonna try to get some of that fan base over there to subscribe as well. But I want to cover bare knuckle boxing. You see a whole lot of, man, bro, the techniques be wrong. Dudes ain't got no defense. Footwork terrible. Bro, bare knuckle boxing. If you want to know what not to do in boxing, watch bare knuckle boxing.
True.
Man, if you want to learn what not to do, watch bare knuckle boxing. Leading with your head. Listen, no fake game. They don't know how to slip punches. Chin just be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, oh my gosh. Hey, what you say, knock down 305, you say Austin. Yeah, Austin Trout did good. Austin Trout did good. Yeah, he did good. Austin Trout did good. He did good. You get what I'm saying? He said, it's possible nobody tries, though. He say, in men only one dream. Yeah, I'm just saying, some people, that's all they know how to do. That's all they know how to do. So, you get what I'm saying? But my thing is, we got to keep everything in its proper perspective. You know, and it's like if you take a football player and say, I'm gonna throw him on the baseball field. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw him on the baseball field. Football player ain't gonna do good in baseball like that. Unless you Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, or somebody like that. You know what I mean? But you ain't just gonna easily, like, and those guys played football and baseball in high school and in college. It ain't like you just gonna walk, you be just a football player and then just walk on the football field, walk on the baseball field and just automatically succeed and excel in that. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Shout out to JRG. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. He said, Canelo told Usman, I have nothing to do in your sport, and you don't have nothing to do in my sport. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Usman coming to boxing, he gonna get the brakes beat off of him. If Usman come into boxing, he gonna get the brakes beat off of him. You get what I'm saying? He gonna get the brakes beat off of him. Period. Simple as that. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. He said not every athlete is Bo Jackson. No, exactly. You know what I mean? Marvel, I had a mother tell me, yeah, man, LeBron James, if he play football, he'll do A, B, C, and D. I'm like, well, he big, but that don't mean he'll do all those things you say he'll do. You know what I mean? He said, I got to see him play football first. I got to see him play football. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I got to see him play football. Like, it's apples and oranges. You know, you have people who are good in their line of expertise for a reason. You know what I mean? If I'm good at driving, if I'm good at riding dirt bikes, I'm not going to challenge a guy at NASCAR. Two different things. You know what I mean? Two different things. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. What did it say? You say Eve. He say Eve won. He say everyone in bare knuckle on that sauce. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, you know what? You know why I wanna. Hey, check this out. Old Dirty Boss. You know why I wanna cover bare knuckle? I'm gonna tell you why. Do you see how excited I be when I call the fights? They call the fights just like that in bare knuckle boxing. Listen to bare knuckle boxing. Listen to the commentators when they're calling the fights. Listen to the commentators when they're calling the fights in bare knuckle boxing. Listen to how they call the fights and listen to how they call the fights in regular boxing. They don't call the fights in regular boxing the way they call the fights in bare knuckle boxing. I listen to bare knuckle. I say, man, I need to be calling these fights over here.
True.
I need to be calling these fights over here, man, in bare knuckle boxing, because they call the fights pretty much similar to what the way I call fights. But they be very animated. You know what I mean? They be very animated, very, very hyped up. Bro, I be like, man, I say, you know what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna start doing, fam.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's they one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano Beat Joe Lewis's ass.
Knockdown 305. Let me tell you something, fam. I have the bare knuckle app right here on my phone. I have the bare knuckle app. Hey, shout out to Jimmy.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, never mind. I already read your super chat for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Yeah, we oughta read that, Jimmy. We oughta read that. What you said, Rick. What would he advise Terrence Crawford to do? We oughta read that. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Yeah, but let me tell you something, bro. I have it right here. It take a whole lot to impress me, boy. It take a whole lot to impress me, boy. So if you got me excited, I'm like, man, I don't know, but it's bare knuckle, boy. I have bare knuckle right here, fam. I have bare knuckle right here, and I have Fight TV. Floyd Mayweather is having an exhibition match on Fight TV. Floyd Mayweather is having an exhibition match on Fight TV. You get what I'm saying? And I have the bare knuckle boxing app, and the pay-per-views are $10. And guess what? Knockdown 305. It was sold out.
True.
Now I don't know what they fight. I don't know what they fight purses is. You know what I mean? I don't know what their fight purses is. You get what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. Sold out. Bro, the YouTube, I think on social media, they got like millions of subscribers and followers. I say, bro, this is a real live thing going on. A real live thing going on right now. Again, I don't know what they fight purses is, but bro, this is a hell of a sport. A lot of people paying. I'm talking about the venue packed. It's packed. People screaming, the commentators. I say, man, I gotta get on one of them. I gotta get on one of them bare knuckle fight cars, dog. I gotta get on one of them cars, man, and call one of those fights, dog. Like for real, all jokes aside, dog.
True.
Boxing can't handle me. Boxing can't. I say, you know what, man, cause they don't have the passion when they call the fights. He say people have to die pretty. He said people have to die pretty with them shell in the MMA. He said more like Tony style though, counter into a KO. Okay. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, hey, what you say? You say, coach, what you think about that new power slap league? Baby, hey, you know what, man? Hey, Gabe, you have to be a fool to participate in something like that. I seen a dude get slapped so hard, his entire right side of his face, left side of his face just swole up. He had like a knot on his head. Jaw looked like he got hit with egg weights. You know how Deontay Wilder looked when he fought Tyson Fury? It looked like he got hit with egg weights. And the dude got slapped so hard, dog, he was knocked out, shaking until like they grabbed to catch him before he hit the ground, bro. Like, do you know what type of fool you have to be, bro, to participate in something like that? Like, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I refuse to. I'm gonna just let you slap me. Nah, I'm good, dog. Yeah, I'm good. Shit, fuck that. I go get a job. I go get a job at McDonald's or something like that. Before I participate in the sport, well, I'm gonna just let you slap me. And you know the crazy part about it? That event be sold out too.
True.
There's a whole lot of different type of comeback sports out there. There's a lot of different comeback sports out there. And guess what, man? Guess what? The people want action. People want to be entertained. And this is what I think that, what's going on in boxing, what's going on in boxing is the lack thereof as it relates to entertainment. When you got these top guys got to fight each other, man. That's why I'm taking my hat off to Ryan Garcia. I'm taking my hat off to Ryan Garcia, and I'm taking my hat off to Gervonta Davis. Cause I'm tired of seeing these guys fighting in 15 and 16-1 favorites to win the fight. You get what I'm saying? And bare knuckle boxing, boy, one punch and bare knuckle boxing, one punch can change it all. Bruh, look at the bare knuckle boxing. They have a boxing league. It's packed. It's packed. They got the tenderonis in the audience. They got tenderonis out there watching. I'm like, man, I'm doing fight parties for the wrong goddamn sport. Hey, okay. Shout out to Swift 718 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, fam? You say Power Slap started here in New York. It was called Smack Fest, and it was for tickets to the Summer Jam. I don't know who started it. All I know is there's a lot of people, man, that just want to, like my main man, Knock Down 305. He said, Coach ain't lying. People want to be entertained. Yeah, people want to be entertained. People want to be entertained. And some of these fights and some of these boxing matches you see, you like, man, god damn. But hey, what that fight card we did? Hey, what's that fight card? Hey, remember the fight card we did last Friday? Hey, what fight card that was we did last Friday? I'm going to tell you right now. I did a fight party Friday, right? We did a fight party Friday. This had to be one of the worst. This had to be one of the worst fight cards I've seen, ever. Andrea Holmes versus Ishmael Villarreal. Andrea Holmes versus Ishmael Villarreal. Andrea Holmes, I think he was from Michigan. Grand Rapids, Michigan, or something of that sort. Man, that fight was so trash, dog. That fight, and guess what? That fight was so trash, and there was a the bare knuckle boxing pay-per-view was on that night. And I say, man, I should have bought it, dog. I should have bought that bare knuckle fight. It was only $10. I should have bought it and just went live for that. And I was going to do that because that boxing match was trash. We get a lot of trash fights. We get some good fights here and there. You know what I mean? But it seems like we get a little bit more. It's the matchmaking, dog. It's the matchmaking, dog. It's the matchmaking. It's a match. He said we love violent entertainment as Americans. Yeah, we do. It ain't just Americans. I think people from all over like violent entertainment. I think people from all over. That was going on since the Roman Empire days and all that stuff there. Shout out to Jamie. He said, Coach, he said that fight was worse. Yeah, that fight was terrible. You know what? I regret I did not go live for that bare knuckle. I tell you what, I will be going live for the next bare knuckle pay-per-view. You can believe that.
True.
Oh, you can believe that. I'm going live for bare knuckle from this point forward. Sure enough is. Oh, they got another one coming up. They have another one coming up. Okay. They got one coming up in New Orleans? Damn, boy. But they got the form bare knuckle February the 24th. Oh, they got one this Friday. They have one. Hold on. What the day is? Oh, they have one this Friday. Guess what? We're going live. We're going live this Friday. Bare knuckle, the bare knuckle. Woo! I am so excited about this. What fights we have coming up this Friday in boxing? Oh, we don't have nothing this Friday in boxing. Yeah. We going live. I'm going live for that. You can believe that. I'm going live for that. You know what I mean? So he said, what happened to the Roman Empire shortly after? Yeah, but what I'm saying, I think you're missing the point, Keenan. There's always going to be violent sports. That's always going to be that. You know what I mean? I don't think the violent sports had anything to do with the empire. You get what I'm saying? I think you're missing the point. You know what I mean? I think you missed the point on that. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's always going to be what you see? Hey, what you see, Keenan, when you watching social media? You see females going in McDonald's, fighting McDonald's workers in McDonald's. There's always going to be violence, people fighting, crowds going to watch that. That's always going to be like that. Always going to be like that. You get what I'm saying? Street fighting. I can go on YouTube right now and type in hood fights, street fights, and it's gonna have almost 1 million views. People, that's always going to happen. Always going to happen. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm dead serious. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Shit. You know what I mean? I like to see a good fight. I don't care. I don't even care if it's boxing or not anymore. I like to see a good fight. Yo, hey, what you say? Old dirty boxing, Waffle House late night fights. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Waffle House late night fights. You know what I mean? People just fighting over. You know what I mean? Yeah, you say World Star, but listen, some fights that got the most views come out of World Star. World Star fights. Yeah, you're right. I remember that. Good. He said there's some good scraps at Walmart too. Yeah, for real though. Yeah, for real. He said, nah, give me 12 rounds of pro level caliber fights. He said the pace is more thrilling than barroom brawls at 3 rounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. It's all about the excitement. Can I get an adrenaline rush watching these fights? There's some fights like that fight we did a fight party for last Friday, bro. Like I went to sleep on that fight. That's how terrible it was.
True.
And the bare knuckle, you ain't going to sleep on that, boy. I'm talking, I need a dopamine spike. You know what I mean? Like that fight last Friday was terrible. Now the fights that we had Saturday was some good fights. Fights we had Saturday was some good fights. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying, I need, that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. You see what I'm saying? You say before that, Showbox had 3 good events in a row. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, absolutely. That was good. You say before that. Yeah, that fight was, yeah, but that fight last Friday was terrible, bro. That Showbox fight card, bro, that had to be one of the worst cards. Oh my Lord, bro. That was a complete waste of my time. Bro, I should have, put it this way. That fight card was so terrible that I think that I could have charged pay-per-view. That fight card was so terrible, dog. Like literally, that fight card was so terrible that I could have charged people $35, $40 pay-per-view to watch Hibbity fight, and everybody would have paid it. And they would have got excitement too. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a whole of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your backing up, nigga. I got your backing up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy, that right there. Hey, tell me y'all won't pay for that.
True.
Tell me y'all won't pay for that. They fighting in the pocket. We got 2 knockdowns. We got 2 knockdowns. They fighting in the pocket. Wasn't nobody hugging and grabbing each other. Tell me y'all won't pay for that. Hey, with nobody grabbing and hugging each other. You get what I'm saying?
True.
Hey, nobody was grabbing each other. Wasn't no holding. You know what I mean? There was none of that. They was just letting them go. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Hey, for dropping that quarter, I'm a bam done with you, boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, what is that? He said, them Jack Johnson rules, coach. He said 30 plus rounds and nobody wins until a man is knocked out. Okay, continue. They was built different. Hey, boy, they showed up was, boy. They showed up was. They were built different, boy. They were built different. Hey, these dudes, we say it all the time. Hey, Drew, especially when you talking to the old school cats, man, these dudes nowadays, they just soft. These dudes soft in boxing today, man. They hardly fight. You know what I mean? And again, I say this all the time. And today, hey, Drew, in today's boxing, especially over here in America, in today's boxing, hey, Drew, in today's boxing, we have fans, we have fighters who get praise for doing the most. And the fighters who do the most, they get the least praise. Hey, the fighters that do the most, they don't even get praise at all. And the fighters that do the least, they get the most praise. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Only in boxing, only in today's boxing, it's like that, fam. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Corey from Texas. What's up, folks?
Man, Corey from Texas, talk to me, fam.
You said you want to see a good fight. Now, damn it, coach. I don't know. I missed the show yesterday. I don't know if you talked about it or not. Did you see that Neary and that Crazy A fight?
Nah, you know what, man? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it today. I heard that fight was fight of the year. I heard that fight was fight of the year. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't see it, because I went to the fair. I had to take my kids to the fair, so that's why.
Oh, that's that. Look, you ain't gotta explain yourself to me. Family comes first, but I just was saying, like you said, I want to see a good fight. Wait till you see that fight on the DAZN replay. I mean, I saw you did the commentary on that Lee Wood. Lee Wood got dropped by Lord, man.
Yeah,
by
man.
the way.
Yeah.
Lord nothing. But hey, watch that Neary Hove Hanason or Havahana, however you say his name. I just call him Crazy A.
Yeah.
Them dudes I would pay pay-per-view money for that fight.
I heard that, man.
Wait to see that damn fight.
Corey, everybody been telling me that. They say, Coach, you got to see the fight. I said, I'm going to watch it today. They say, man, that was a pay-per-view worthy fight. That fight right there, that fight was on Gold. What was that on? What, that was on Gold?
That was with your DAZN subscription. That was with your DAZN.
DAZN, okay, DAZN, okay. Yeah, I had to go to. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch that fight, man. I have some people telling me, man, that fight is potential candidate for a fight of the year.
Has to be. They both went hard in the paint. You talk about guys putting on the line.
Yeah.
And you know how we always talk about on the show.
Yeah.
How these fighters are grossly overpaid.
Yeah.
Well, those two brothers might have been grossly underpaid for the performance they put on. They fought their ass off.
Man, I gotta watch that, man. I'm gonna watch it today, man. I promise you I'm gonna watch it today, bro. Cause I have the DAZN app. I gotta watch that fight, man. I have to, and we can use that as a teaching point. We can use that as a teaching point, man, for, you know, just put them up what the fans want to see. I think if we can get fights like that, you know what I mean? It'll bring excitement and a lot more eyeballs and just interest in the sport. And I think that the fights that's coming up with Tank and Ryan, if that fight were to materialize official, I'm hoping that that's what that does in Haney and Lomachenko. I'm hoping that's what those fights do as well.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, shout out to my brother Corey, man. Texas, stand up, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling, my brother. Salute.
Yep, peace.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Hey, what to say, fam? Drew said, what to say, Drew? You say this era of fans would hate Henry Armstrong. Oh yeah, hey, this era of fans would hate Henry Armstrong. They'll hate Ali. They'll hate Ray Robinson. Oh yeah, so what? He a 5-6 division world champion. He having title fights and 9 title fights. Oh, he ain't fighting nobody. Oh, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't did nothing. Like literally these boxing fans today, they Henry Armstrong, Archie Moore, Salvador. Oh, they'll hate all of them. They'll hate all of them. Oh yeah, he ain't did nothing. Oh, Muhammad Ali, bro. Let me tell you something. When you know how I know they'll hate him? When you have fans that are saying that Deontay Wilder has accomplished 10 times more things than Muhammad Ali inside of the ring and 10 times more things than Muhammad Ali outside of the ring, that tells you everything you need to know.
True.
And that's coming from Malik Scott, a dude that's in his 40s who's old enough to know better. Bruh. And, you heard what Malik said? You heard Malik said? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, y'all don't know, boy. You know, and again, this ain't no shade to Wilder. I don't want nobody thinking I'm throwing shade to Wilder because I know how his fans get. He's the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. Dude, who is he knocking out? Who you fight matters. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say they don't know, coach. You say old days if you were boring, tried to coast to a decision or run, you wouldn't get paid. And them tomatoes, and you say you wouldn't get paid, and them tomatoes were thrown at you. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just some of the things that they say today, bro. It's just some of the things that they say. I be like, things that make you go, He got more knockouts than anybody. Dude, who is he knocking out? Yeah, but, I'm knocking out Chico Stick, Shorty the Pimp, Shorty Big Nuts, Hog Head Cheese, Pork Chop Willie, you know what I mean? Gargamel, Azriel, you know what I mean? Yeah. When you peel back the layer and let's look at his resume. Okay, goddamn, this dude was ranked number 372. All right, this dude right here was ranked number 570. This dude wasn't even ranked. God damn, what the fuck? Okay, so who you fight matters. And this is not to take away from Wilder's skills. I'm not saying that at all. But when I hear people make these straw man arguments, and I'm like, dude, man, y'all, they say things without having any context. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2 super chat. You say Ali would be called a sellout for being with Aram. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. These dudes here, man, like, bro. These dudes here, bro, like, it's American boxing fans. American boxing fans online are the worst. There's nothing worse than an American boxing fan, nothing.
True.
Boy, the American boxing fans are some of the dumbest boxing fans in the history of boxing on the planet Earth. Literally. As a matter of fact, anything North America, When I say America, I'm talking about the Americas, Canada, the United States, as well as Mexico. Like, cause you have some fans that you know, bro, like, well, you know, I can't really say Mexico. I just thought about Mexico. I can't really say Mexico because I think the Mexicans are different from the Chicanos over here in America, right? I think the Mexicans are different from the Chicanos, so I can't include Mexico. And now that I think about it, I probably can't really include Canada. Maybe I can include Canada. Well, definitely the United States. We're just going to say the United States. Because I don't want to throw Canada in this, and I don't want to throw Mexico in this. Because I think Mexico is different. I'm not even going to mix the Mexicans up with the Chicanos over here in America. I'm not even going to do that. But over here, bro, oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, it's the worst, bro. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, it's terrible. Man, it is terrible over here, bro. Boy, if you listen to what some of these South suckers say online, oh, man. Man, I can't, man. Bro, soon as I hear a fool say something, I don't even try to correct them. I just want, man, shit, nigga. Hey, what you think about that? Don't you think that if let's do a fantasy match. If Hole Can't Cheese with a fork, if Chico Stick with a fork, Hole Can't Cheese today, what you think would have happened to him? He would have got knocked out. Sir, I think you caught up in the moment. What are you thinking on? Did you see what he did to Poach Chop Willie? He caught Poach Chop Willie with a one-hitter quitter. Poach Chop Willie was knocked out. Sir, he fought Poach Chop Willie. Poach Chop Willie, sir, doesn't have any footwork. He keep his head center line. His stamina was terrible. He was getting hit with every punch in the book. Stumbling over his feet. He don't know how to parry, sir. He didn't know how to slip any punches. Poach Chop Willie was ranked number 739 in the rankings. Yeah, but if Ali would have fought him, Ali wouldn't have did that to Poach Chop Willie. Poach Chop Willie would have stopped Ali. But my fighter would have, you see what my fighter did to him? I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't. Hey, what to say, Damon? He said, Coach trying to say the Mexican fan base. No. What I did was, Damon, I was mixing the Mexican fan base with the Chicanos over here in America, right? And what I realized, it's a mistake to do that, to mix the Mexican boxing fans with the Chicanos, because the Chicanos, they pretty much been Americanized. So some of them probably see things through the eyes of an American online boxing fan. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't want to mix those two up. I didn't want to generalize them like that. That's why I had to clarify the record on that, fam. But you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Now this dude right here, he said, you be hating on American boxing for what? You live in America. America has the most influence in boxing. He said, big bro, you be on some. He said, you be on some for real. America is the only industry for boxing. Goddamn Derek, boy. Derek, oh my poor brother. Brother, you got caught up on the soundbite of me talking about American boxing, and you didn't even listen to anything that I just said, fam. Derek, did you listen to anything I just said and listen to the context in which I said it in? Oh my God.
Shut that soft ass shit up. And the best man to win. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the, man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Derek, you got these dudes over here saying belts don't matter. You got these dudes over here saying that people who are undisputed, he ain't did nothing. You got dudes over here saying that because certain fighters are certain races and ethnicities, this is why they should win fights. You have dudes over here arguing who don't know a check left hook from a right cross, who don't know how to parry from a side step or a step back, none of that stuff. They be online arguing, debating, threatening people all the time. Like, bro, like literally, like this is what's going on. When I talk about American boxing, I'm talking about the American boxing on social media. I know what I'm talking about. Like literally, fam, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. I talk about the fans online. But you know, if you watch me, you would know. If you watch me, you would know that. You watch me, you would know that. You know what I mean? He said there's real. He said you focus on the fake fans, but there's real boxing fans too in America. Yeah. If you watch my show, I've said that. I've said that. That's why I say context is everything. You get what I'm saying? You got offended. You had an emotional reaction because I was talking about the American boxing fans, but I'm talking about the American boxing fans online. That's what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And they just so happen to live in America. You know what I mean? So it is but I get it, fam. I get it. I get it, fam. I got you, fam. I know. I get it. Ta. He saying, shout out to Jamie. He say, Coach, that's why some boxers don't call out David. I guess you're trying to say Devin Haney. They say belts don't matter. Like, bro, listen to some of the rhetoric. Listen to some of the rhetoric that they say. And today online, you know, people who accomplish things, like great accomplishments, that's frowned upon. And people who ain't accomplished nothing, that get praised. That, like, literally, this what goes on. This what goes on. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Let's give everybody a round of applause. He said everyone wants to come here and fight. But boxing is a global sport. They fight in the UK as well. For you to sit back and say everyone wants to come to America and fight while disregarding. See, and another thing too, I don't think you guys realize it, Raphael. Fighters do come to America and fight, but things are shifting now. We just saw some great fights over there in the UK as well. You get what I'm saying? Like the UK boxing scene is really, really thriving as well. They're really, really getting big. And not only that, but you can tell like even the non-big major fights, they be sellouts. Stuff can't sell out a hot dog stand over here. They'll sell out over there. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of you guys, y'all caught up on and I'm not saying that's you, Raphael, but I think a lot of you guys, y'all caught up on the old days. That shit over with. It's over. It is over, fam. We just gonna have to agree to disagree on that, guys. We're gonna agree to disagree on that. It ain't nothing that no one in this chat gonna tell me different. I know what I see. We just gonna agree to disagree on that. All right, what to say? You say, nah, Devin just won the A side because he undisputed. He not getting a fight with Tank or Ryan while he got those belts. I'm just saying, what they say, Swat Jones, Swat say, he said, I love it. Fighters need to fight. And fans are taking L's. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is now. It's just a different ball game. It's a different ball game now. And I think a lot of people don't even realize that it's a different ball game now.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. You can take me to jail.
Take me to jail?
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
Like this guy right here, they'll say that this guy's one of the best fighters in the world, but he hasn't fought going on almost 2 years.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. Got the Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did he say? He said complain fighter X won't fight any slick black fighters, but he's in a weight class where there are no slick black fighters. But I ain't going down this rabbit hole. Hey, Swift, I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you, man.
True.
Hey, Swift, I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you. I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I'm not going down this rabbit hole, no.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Over here, they talk about size of the street. They talk about size of the street. Online fans talk about you got to be signed with my promotional company. You with the wrong promoter. You on the wrong side of the street. If you want to make this fight, you got to leave their promotional company and come over here. This what they saying over here. This what they saying. I'm not making this up. So you know when I bash them, I have a right to do that. I'm telling you, this what they saying. Like this part of the problem too.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say. You know, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing. You know, again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Therein lies the problem. You hear Booker Ray? No promoter is going to put his fighter in an event. Like, there lies the problem. This what they doing, bro. Bro, they listen. A side, B side politics. You with the wrong network. You with the wrong promoter. You on the wrong side of the street. Your baby mama got to be bow-legged. Your cousin got to be knock-kneaded. Your auntie got to know how to do the electric slide. Your uncle got to know how to do the cabbage patch. Your auntie got to know how to do the WAP. Your sister better know how to do the prep. You see what I'm saying? Your baby mama's sister got to know how to do the Tootsie Roll. This what goes on over here, bro. Online. And if you don't agree with them, they will threaten you, scream facts, tell you you better not show up to the fight, and they gonna pull up. I can't make this up.
True.
It is what
sunshine when tanks gone.
I'll smack the shit out in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I would just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when tanks gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when tanks gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hold out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when tanks gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Y'all need to see the videos I made of Booger Ray Leonard and Eddie the Hitman Hearn fighting each other. Just type in Leonard Ellaby versus Eddie Hearns, and you'll see my video. We did show. I'm the only content creator. I did 2 shows on that. Did 2 shows on watching Booger Ray Leonard. Booger Ray Leonard. That's when I came up with the name Booger Ray. Booger Ray Leonard versus Eddie the Hitman Hearn. I did 2 shows.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Yeah, nigga talking about the streets. Nigga, you on the wrong side of the street.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Then you got dudes who the #1 contenders. They got an opportunity to fight for a belt. They'll leave one sanctioning body. If they won't even fight the champion for the belt, they'll leave and go another route. This what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Talk to him, Wilder.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Don't you ever forget. I ain't gonna lie, boy, that's classic, boy.
To this day.
Yes, sir, man. It is what it is. That goddamn down there. Wilder.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
For real, though.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
No, I'm just saying, dog. Like we gotta, we gotta come together as the people, man. Y'all gotta have vision, man. When it comes to this boxing, man, you gotta have.
Well,
vision.
I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
What it is? Once again, it's on, man. Hey, Riley, man, let them know, man. And listen, if we can get the Tank, Ryan, that's a step in the right direction. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, that's a step in the right direction. Devin Haney for Vasyl Lomachenko, that's a step in the right direction. You will not get any complaints with me about that. Well, they tried to pay-per-view for 2 of them, but that's a step in the right direction. Hopefully, because I can't say these guys are setting it off. They're not, because other big fights have been happening, and these guys have to take cue. Look here, baby boy, the well is dry. We ain't got the money like that no more. You're going to have to fight somebody. If you want to get paid big money, you're going to have some big fights. The days of living high on the hog is over with. You're going to have to fight somebody, okay?
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to Michael Giles, what you say, fam, for dropping that 279.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Super chat on your boy. What you say, fam? You say Tank don't fight black fighters. I haven't seen him fight a black fighter, unless you want to include Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia was a black Dominican. You know what I mean? He's a black fighter. You know what I mean? He's a black fighter. So if you want to count him. If you want to count him, then yeah, he fought a black fighter and Hector Garcia. But I get your drift. I think I get what you're talking about. Hey, shout out to my main man Timothy, man. It is what it is. Salute once again. It's on, man. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today USA Boxing. It is what it is, man. We gonna make it do what it do. Hey, you know what though, man? Shout out to AB about billions. It is what it is, man.
Turn around.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.